Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Nerdverse Odyssey, episode 25. I'm your host, Nico.
Did you forget your own name?
Possibly.
Should we tattoo it on your forehead?
God, it might help at this point.
He might be president.
One day. 2028, baby. God, that's not even the right year. Whatever. Anyway.
Yeah, you're old enough at that point.
Fair. To
Sidebar.
my left, we have everyone's favorite Italian plumber, Mr. Hunter.
I consider myself Waluigi, but it is what it is. I
why you
do
get bad
have a
service.
question though.
What?
Why did Krillin bring a broom to a fight?
Why?
Because he was ready to sweep up the competition.
Hold on.
Okay. Well, so after that disaster, next in the docket we have Jay Leno in a mountain man beard, Mr. Glenn. How you doing, Glenn?
I'm doing freaking spectacular. I'm here with my two favorite slimes, and we're going to talk to them about some cool stuff.
Sweet. All right. Underneath Hunter, we have the voice of reason in this disaster we call a podcast, Mr. Rico. How you doing?
Hi, Dad.
I told you only on the weekends you can call me that.
Oh, no, that's when I call you Daddy. That's different. Context
Dude,
matters.
That
He didn't say
smirk.
dad,
Oh
he
my
said-
God.
It's too late.
He didn't
It's
say
too late.
Poppy, he said Dad.
Dude, if I edit this, I'm going to do a clip show, and there's going to be some George Michael in that video.
No. Salutations, bro, to everybody who's listening. Salutations. Good night.
All right. And now we have somebody who's been on the show before, Mr. Slime. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. Glad to be back. Hope you guys are doing well. Hello, audience. Thank you for listening in.
Wait, you potentially just misgendered a single cell organism. How does that work?
What? I said
He's a
buddy.
slime ball, not a slime.
But you just did too.
Ovary.
You said he. I don't know how that works.
He's a slime ball,
Wait.
not a slime ovary.
What?
So you're just saying slime is a testicle?
This is gonna be real slimy.
This is okay. We're already going. My God.
Sidebar, you guys. Sidebar.
That's a whole nother conversation that I have to devote an entire stream to.
It was
I'm
perfect. We
excited
could
to
probably
watch
do
you
that here in the
explore
next
your
5
sexuality.
minutes. But
Let's put some
For-
hot too.
for the sake of it, oh my God. For the sake of our sanity, Slime, how about you introduce the new guest of the show?
All right. So, this is a fellow friend of mine. He is also a VTuber. He's a purple slime streamer. Would you like to introduce yourself to the audience, Ray?
There's only like 5 people and our moms, so you're okay.
Hello, my name is Ray Philosopher Wood. You can call me Ray. And I'm purple slime. Yes.
He's a toxic slime.
Purple rain. Gotcha.
No, I'm
So you
poisonous.
play League of Legends?
Uh,
Hey.
No.
Senior Glenn,
Really?
are you currently
I'm
drinking
poisonous
a,
slime.
Are you currently drinking a beer out of a wine glass?
I'm actually drinking a beer out of a beer glass. This is a beer
Okay.
glass. It's
I
a
only-
it's a
I only saw the
Lindemans.
flute.
I mean, if it has beer in it and it's a glass, isn't it a beer glass?
Yes,
Ah, see,
I'm
Texas, you
drinking
gotta be manly.
best made pickle beer.
Wait,
Okay,
Hold
first
on.
I was going to make a joke that we were being sponsored by a beer, but
Did
then
you
you said
say-
pickle beer.
pickle
Now I wanna
beer?
try it.
Yes, because it's a. Oh, excuse me. Because it's a sour goza, which
You
is
heard it here, but-
technically a beer that was made with like some sour water over in Germany that took on the sour flavors. Like it's a sour beer. It's a goza, and and they put pickle juice in it. It tastes amazing. It's probably one of the best recovery drinks that I've ever had.
How does it compare to the
because-
vaginal yeast beer?
You know what? It's not really like there's more umami to this one than there is to that one. That one just kind of tastes like
yeast.
yeast. Yeah.
Is this a Gwyneth Paltrow beer? Like, where did this
Wait,
even come
did you
from?
say yeast or weast?
No, we had
Yeast,
this
yeah,
conversation.
Weast, definitely weast.
I swear to God, we had this
It's way
conversation on the
yeasty.
podcast like 4 or 5 episodes ago.
You pretend like I listen to the podcast.
I swear I heard somebody say weast instead of yeast.
Yes, weast.
I heard yeast.
Weast.
And I'm just picturing Gwyneth Paltrow making beer.
That's exactly
It's an image.
No.
trust
You're
me.
no, that's exactly what it
No.
is. We had this
Okay.
conversation.
It's
Okay.
a Hefeweizen.
Oh God, it's just so gross.
It's
Ray's
it's,
never gonna want to come back.
Also,
Yeah. Thanks
Glenn,
for coming,
can
Ray.
can I make a
Glad to
request?
be here.
As a founding member of this podcast, I would like to make a request that from now on, if Glenn is going to burp, he needs to go on mute because that mating call is just too much, and he needs to save some pussy for the rest of us.
Excuse me.
I have no comment.
Wow.
Excuse
Again.
me.
Here we're going.
Yep, it's
And
it's
we're
downhill.
climbing. We're climbing.
Okay, yes.
This is
Sidebar.
the
Cool.
hype playlist to bring us up to the rest of the pod.
This is riveting
Cool.
content, boys. I'm not
It
gonna
really
lie.
is, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's we're going to throw it over to Glenn because Glenn kind of orchestrated this. Well, for me it's that way, so it's going to be
Incorrect.
Yeah, but
me,
it's going to
it's
show up
this
in my
way.
video. Christ. Anyway,
Yeah,
Glenn
but
is
you
the
should-
one who
that doesn't make
scheduled
sense to me.
this. So Glenn, tell us what today's show is about.
So,
Ba-ba-ba.
hit my mic.
I like how you got the sideways presenter when you did it. That was nice. let me trim down for the camera.
So today we will be talking with two slimes that enjoy video gaming and watching while other people watch them. Antics, yes. Hilarity, yes. Sourness, no. We shall see as we peek into their world. The world beyond the curtain. In the subculture of the
For those who are
streamer.
listening, Hunter is pointing at his hand. He has a question. He has
Pick
a
me, I
question.
do have a question. I do have
Go
and
for
this
it.
just popped into my mind, and we have streamers here, so it's an appropriate question to ask for once.
Go for it.
So you are sitting behind a computer on
Sure.
your rug, playing a video game with no extremities. You're just slapping your ooze against the keyboard and mouse. But when
It's a
while you are
pseudopod,
doing
thank you.
that, while you are doing that, and the others are watching you play these video games, are they technically video game cucks?
Let's not talk about an audience that really
Oh
enjoys
my
the content
God.
like that.
Like all streamer culture, like the viewers are video game cucks. I just put two and two together.
All of you
I
spoken
stole
I
about
can't
streaming.
Hunter.
even do this. Oh my
Hunter.
God.
It is a way for people to enjoy video gaming as a group activity, much like what you used to do whenever you watched your brother play on
I'm
video
not
games.
gonna
Whenever
kink
you,
shame them. It's just what it is.
I
Oh,
don't think
look
the
at
art of
you.
watching somebody
shaming
play a
is my
video
kink.
game is cucking.
We'll
I'm
get
not one-
into the streamer chat dynamics too.
I'm not one to yuck your yum, but dude.
You can be.
So, anyways,
Oh God, well,
Uh,
no, because then
so-
you start doing that and you get into the active chat. This goes so much darker.
Let's let the experts explain this one here for a second, guys. Okay, guys. So, first questions first, right? Last podcast, you talked about why you chose a slime in particular is because you played a lot of Dragon Warrior, correct?
I play some Dragon Warrior, yes.
And
Okay,
it, no,
that's
it was
where you
the
sourced the
it was that
character
isekai.
Mhm.
My
Oh.
hold on, my
That time I turned into a slime? Or-
yes, that time I turned into slime. Am I correct?
Reincarnated, yeah.
Reincarnate. There we
yes.
go.
So,
And by the way, there's
Ray,
a game coming out for that. Apparently,
Yeah.
Ray, my question for you is, did you come up with your slime concept separately, or because of your proximity to Mr. SlimeaDime?
No, I just want to be a slime. I know, like, At first, oh, what? Well, I want to be like a human VTuber studio, but like, I cannot really draw anything, and I try to draw my everything by myself. So yeah, I guess slime is like really easy to draw and stuff, and I really want to be slime just because I can be anything I want to be. Yeah.
Spectacular.
Well,
Do you
if
consider
he's not
yourself
going to toot his own horn, I will.
okay?
I'm
Go
going to
for it.
toot Ray's horn. Ray
Yeah.
designed his own character. He drew it
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah, I was actually about to ask that. So that means you drew
That's
the
super
slime,
kick-ass,
your
dude.
avatar.
Yeah, I drew my own avatar and stuff.
That's cool. And
So,
is the
what sort
little
of program did you
floaty
use to do that?
thing down there yours
Oh,
as well?
That thing is a Future Studio watermark thing.
Oh, okay.
But yes. What's up?
So,
What's Mhm.
oh, I was going to say, what sort of program did you use to animate the character that you use?
Oh, I just draw with I think Procreate, and then my friend, or in the Future Studio we called Father, they helped me animate the 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 moving part
Wait,
and stuff.
we can get into
Yeah.
that. We'll get into that. We'll go super into detail
Hmm.
because I have like notes written like a whole section for VTuber technology.
Look
that we
at
use.
this. Somebody actually came prepared to the show.
I got
Whoa.
notes right in
Hasn't
front of me on
happened
the
in
other side of the
months.
screen.
So
Months
okay,
ever.
all right. So, what aspect of streamer culture would you like to touch on first, Slime?
I thought you guys wanted to go over your weeks first, like
Oh, we did.
hyphenated weeks.
Oh,
Hyphenated
Yeah.
weeks. Okay.
Yeah, go for
Today
it.
I went to a board game convention
Okay,
called
hold on.
FlingCon.
I said hyphenated weeks just to see if I could screw with him. I didn't actually mean it's abbreviated. I can't believe I got Glenn with that of all people.
right?
Okay, so yeah, I went to a board game convention, and I picked up this really kick-ass game called Caveman Rumble, and because the makers were there, I also got a exclusive promo card, which is the Dino Snore. Pretty exciting stuff. I also picked up a game for my daughter. Way too many cats. It's a game about somebody who has too many cats, and they have to give them away because that's what you're supposed to do with cats whenever you have too many of them. Because I knew that if I didn't purchase it, then my daughter, who's turning 10 this Saturday, would be extremely sad. Lastly, I found this mug. It's tears of all the people that I've beaten on game night.
That's the clever.
Sounds like a
one.
salty drink.
As is this. It's yeah. So that's what I did this week. On top of working, of course, and playing crap tons of Minecraft on Slime's Minecraft server, where we're doing Pokemon, Pokemon, or Pixelmon. That's what it is. Pixelmon 2, which is a mod pack by on Feed the Beast. And I believe I made a slime-themed Poke Arena that I'm in the middle of doing, that I'm going to have a slime waterfall on and stuff like that. Some cool design elements, to magic it up. So we can battle with, small ooze-based Pokemon. So yeah, that was my week.
Glenn, what the fuck? For the past 4 or 5 episodes, you've been talking nonstop about 7 Days to Die. It just released, and you're not going to
yeah.
say shit about
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Well, he's finished his edging period, and now he's done.
Yeah, but now he's blue balling me.
I'm just going to
I
say
have
this.
to update the server.
If in the case that you wish to play 7 Days to Die with me, then by all means, throw down the gauntlet, buddy bear.
Oh, damn.
I'm ready.
Okay.
You got a serious tone on that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that was my week.
All right, Hunter, how was your week?
Let's see. So, Swarm is a new game mode that came out for League of Legends. It's a player versus environment mode, just giant swarms of enemies with mini bosses that come through. You level up to get additional abilities and like passives and everything else. Super fun. I pretty much played that with all of my free time this week because I love PvE games like that with just swarm hordes. Uh, so that's enjoyable. I just unlocked the last character in that earlier today. And so now I'm just at the point where I'm trying to min-max all the abilities to be able to play the extreme difficulty. So totally looking forward to that. I'm going to play the hell out of this game for like the next 2 weeks, and I'm never going to touch it again because that's how I get with these games every time. I just get the obsession done out of the way, and I never have to come back to it, as opposed to just slowly playing through it every couple weeks until I get
Sounds
bored of it
like a
after or so.
slime I know.
Ooh.
You do that all the time, Ray? You pick it up and then drop it like it's hot?
Sometimes, yeah. Depends on the game as well.
Fair enough. Let's see. Other than that, uh, I watched the first Twister again in preparation for going to see Twister 2 on Monday, and I'm very excited for it.
I mean, Twisters.
Twisters. I'm sorry, you are correct.
It's like Alien and
I mean,
Aliens.
it's
Get it
just
right.
Twisters too.
Yeah,
Let's be
it really
honest.
is. It's Twisters 2 with big sexy Glen Powell. I'm excited.
Twister.
And I have read and reread the first 3 issues of The Last Ronin, but I have not finished the series yet because it's so beautiful and I'm enjoying the story so much. I just went back and reread the first 3 issues instead of finishing it out. So I'm going to end up doing that tomorrow, and I'll probably read through the whole thing again. And then, uh, small sidebar. So when I was in Texas, my daughter broke down one day when we were there for 4th of July because she thought we were going to a unicorn party for whatever reason. I think I told you guys about this. I can't remember.
I know. This is the first time hearing this, bud.
Okay, great. Yeah, day after we got there, she is just ugly crying, and she's a little 3, 4-year-old girl, and so like you're trying to understand what she says when she's calm, and it's already difficult, and when there's crocodile tears, like it's not happening. So after like 5 minutes of this, she finally tells me that she thought we were going on a unicorn adventure, and Texas is most assuredly not a fucking unicorn adventure. I don't know this, but that's a thing. You're muted, so I'm gonna say something else.
Have you been to Westheimer and Montrose?
I have not.
There's a unicorn party there every night.
Is it appropriate for children or is it adults dressing up?
Don't think
It's-
that's the kind of unicorn party
It's-
she was looking for.
It's the gay district of Houston.
It sounds like
It's
a great
the
time.
neighborhood,
I'm
according to
taking
my
her
wife.
Give it a couple
Spectacular
years.
place. My wife, I'm sure, could tell you tons of stories about it.
Fair enough. So anyway, I finally got her
Sure.
to calm down after a few minutes. I'm like, hey, I promise I will take you on a unicorn adventure. And then my wife's like, how the fuck are you gonna manage that? I said, I don't know. I'm gonna pay a rancher $100 to stick a unicorn horn on their horse, and I'm gonna have her feed it a carrot. Like that was the extent of my thought process. I just needed to like get past the situation. And by the sheer fucking luck of any god you want to pick, like 2 days after we got back home from 4th of July weekend, I got a random YouTube ad for Unicorn World, which is a literal fucking convention of unicorn attractions for tiny little girls. And I was like, immediately
I'm sure
buying
you were
2
so
tickets.
excited.
Oh, just the most, you have no idea. And I
He
told her
couldn't
about it the
throw
next
his
day.
wallet at the computer screen fast enough.
Basically, yeah. Told me about the next day. She was picking out dresses for it for like 2 weeks straight.
Aw.
We went there on Saturday. She got a professional photo shoot done. We got our faces did up with face paint and makeup and glitter. It took us like 4 hours to walk through that convention hall. I'm not kidding when I say it was the most thought out and well mapped convention I've ever been to in my life. It was so legit.
Hey, so where did
Does
they
this
have you put
explain
in
the
your
waxing on the stash?
Yeah, obviously.
and where'd they put your cutie mark? I'm curious.
Oh, it's I could show you. But yeah, needless to say,
Not
you will
weird 'cause of
forever believe that I moved heaven and earth to make that happen, and I'm going to live on those brownie points for the next decade. Just, I win. I was
Yeah,
throwing that out there.
anytime she throws anything, I was like, I took you to Unicorn World.
Yeah, exactly. So I win. But
Or
yeah, other than
less
that,
this, more this.
right?
Oh, Hunter, we need a mullet flip. We got to see, what are we looking at? What's
Wow,
the
you know,
status of the
that's
mullet?
fair. That's fair. I gotta take off the hat for this. I'll give you a front flip
Okay.
and then a back.
Fuck, dude, it's Eddie Guerrero, but with a shittier mustache.
You did what?
Eddie Guerrero, but with a shittier mustache.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, I can dig that reference. I'm down
I
for
just
that
got a
one.
weird idea.
Like, honestly,
we should
you just
totally
need to
create a series of slime sonas with characteristics from each of our faces some way, somehow. Maybe if we know a slime artist somewhere that might be able to help us out. But
There's AI generators.
no pressure. No pressure.
So I think
yeah,
what
other-
Glenn's trying to do is just get all of us onto your guys' show. The way he just kind of weaseled his way and stayed in this one.
Absolutely. Yeah, but other than that, I think I watched
I'm a
one or two
stinker.
random things. I finished out The Boys, the latest season. That
Nice.
was awesome.
Mhm.
Can't wait till everybody finishes it.
Oh yeah, I want to
So-
talk about
So
that.
we can talk about it. But yeah, I don't think I really have much else to cover. It was a really light content week. Just more or less getting things ready. I will not be on the podcast for the next 2 weeks after this. Wife is getting surgery, so I had to get the room all set up and laid out for her today. So yeah, it is what it is. I think I'm going to see Deadpool this weekend. Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm stoked for that. I have done everything I can to avoid every possible trailer or information about that movie or any of the leaks, real or fake. And I am going in blind, and I'm so excited. Other
That's
than
impressive.
yeah, other than the CG Wolverine arms. Other than that, I'm totally blind on the rest of it. So with that, let's Ray, how about you? How was your week? What does a ball of slime get up to?
Yes. I'm just,
They see him rolling.
They hate it.
I'm just, I'm
Did you
just,
pick up any interesting lint during the week?
No, not Lint.
I'm just obsessed with Minecraft these days, and there's like, other than the 7 Days to Die, I'm really interested in the new DBD 2v8 mode. Really want to try that on stream, maybe
Dead by
tomorrow
Daylight's doing
or
it. Has a
something.
new mode coming out.
Yeah, 2v8, two killers and 8 survivors,
Ooh.
and bigger maps as well.
Mm-hmm.
I might have to jump in again then.
Tasty.
I don't know about the survivor, but I think it will be fun playing as the killers.
Mm-hmm.
So, question for you there: Does in this new mode, do the killers are they able to, like, are they working together or can they interfere
Yes.
with one another?
They work each other, but the only killer is available is the one that is not franchised, or the
Oh,
original
okay.
characters. Yeah. So yeah, two killers hunting 8 survivors. Yes.
Okay,
And
so can you have like a franchised and an unfranchised killer, or is it just the unfranchised?
just the unfranchised.
That makes
understand.
sense from a legal
Yeah.
standpoint, unfortunately.
Mhm.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm sure that you have to have the franchised bad guy.
They would need a new license agreement.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
imagine the what's called the Resident Evil. There's like two
Oh yeah,
Nemesis. Yeah,
Tyrant.
Nemesis
Oh
hunting.
god, that'd be rough.
Yeah, and
As
then
an
there's like Ada and other people.
yeah, as the resident super fan of Resident Evil on this podcast, a Tyrant and a Nemesis would be the worst combination to be running away from.
Yep. But yes, that's all my week. Nothing interesting, honestly.
it sounds pretty damn interesting to me, dude. That's awesome. Thanks.
Thank you.
Pass it off to whoever hasn't gone yet.
Let's do the slime.
Okay. So I mainly prepped for this week. Took down some notes, like bullet points of what I want to talk through, and then I'll probably yap about stuff. But game wise, I've been playing a lot of Minecraft with Glenn and Ray. I know life, building from bedrock all the way up to the build limit, a basically a system that generates power automatically over and over as long as a chunk is loaded. So that
It's
took me about like
the Power E project or
Yeah,
yeah.
Project E power.
Project E. There it is. Project E. The final flowers.
Yeah, and I hate you for that because my frame rate keep dropping when I'm looking at it.
That's a you issue. My frame rate doesn't drop when I look at it.
Oh god, okay.
It's like looking at beforehand 9/11, with RGB. I honestly considered adding some some smokers to it at about the halfway point, just
Oh,
for
no.
the just for the shock factor, just to see what would happen. But I thought otherwise.
So should I just throw a big like brrr, that entire conversation? Jesus Christ!
That's why I was trying to move on from that part. But
Oh,
Sorry.
leave it to Glenn to
Uh,
stick his whole foot, knee, and thigh in his mouth.
Never forget.
yeah.
Why stop there? Get the balls too, man. Jeez, at least have a good time out of it.
That creates a beautiful picture in my head that I never want to see. And I
I
should
lost
wash
my
out with
train of
bleach.
It's like that
That's my
scene in
superpower,
Scary
bro.
Movie
Don't
2.
you know?
So you played Minecraft this week.
Yeah, Minecraft. Waiting for that new 7 Days to Die update, so we can get the server updated. And I'm looking forward to playing that new Dead by Daylight update, the 2v8. But other than that, just some work.
Alrighty. So who
Pass
do you
it
want to throw
on
to next?
to Rico.
Well,
Yeah, go
last
Rico.
but certainly not least, appreciate that slime.
Yeah, I would be
Hyphenate my
last,
weekend.
buddy.
We don't care about you.
Oh,
You can barely hit the record
figured-
button, all right? You're lucky
hey.
we let you stay on the podcast.
So mean.
Story of my life. I mean,
So
hey,
mean.
I know it hurts so bad. Anyways, that's why I went this weekend to Tamaque. Tamaque, don't ask me how to spell it, in Pennsylvania. Reunited with some high school friends, and we brought their wives to finally meet. Small, rinky-dink kind of town, 7,000 people population, but because of that, didn't do too much. I was able to go to my friend's side business where he actually has a 3D printing shop. So
ooh.
Nice.
that was something that I forgot we were doing the interview with Slime and Ray, but that's something that maybe next week, well, whenever, because Hunter, you have a 3D printer, right?
No, I do.
No, oh, I didn't. That's something I want to see if you guys can talk about on that part, because
Okay.
I know the little bit that we talked, they have resin and I think they have layers, so I was trying to see, if you can provide some insight on that part, because um, he's doing a bunch of cool things. I mean, he did a Master Chief. I think that was at least close to 2 feet tall. I mean, it had to be
Nice.
like it was a big size. He did a Mandalorian with Grogu. I actually got um, Raphael, a glow in the dark Raphael that's at least a
Nice.
good 10 inches. Like he's sitting down. I actually got this too. Hey, don't judge me.
Yeah, nice.
Nice.
Those
So
things
that
are
was
so
pretty
Is
cool.
that
cool.
a
I was like-
Jesusaurus Rex?
No,
I
so
have no
it
idea.
actually
I just
it builds off the plate and it's fully connected and ready to play with as soon as it's done.
That's
It's
cool.
really neat.
yeah. So I don't know why this appealed to me. Maybe because it's the inner kid in me, but I saw it and I was like, I had to have it. I had to have it.
I have a couple of the snakes. I don't blame you.
So that's one thing that he does. Is like they do make a lot of the smaller fidget ones. So I mean, if anybody's listening doing 3D printing, I know he hates making them because he says it's too easy to make them. But it seems like those ones he says he kind of sells out because of the kids like them and stuff like that. But yeah, he had a bunch of stuff from the what do you call it? I think it's the breastplate of the ghoul, whatever. It comes like halfway to the chest. So if you watch Fallout, he printed that.
Mm.
He printed
Oh.
a clicker from the Last of Us game. That one looked nice, but I didn't know what the price was, and my financial advisor already told me you didn't expend this much. I mean, he gave me the friends and family discount, but I was like, again, that Master Chief, I was like that tempted to get, but couldn't do that one. But yeah, so if Steve's listening and Tyler, hey, shout out to ZT3D LLC Printing. They do that in Pennsylvania. But yeah, good food, good drinks, good talking and stuff like that. Because of that, I didn't even finish The Boys, so don't hit me.
Oh,
This weekend I'm gonna try to finish season 2. Once I run some errands, as I'm off tomorrow on that part.
Disappointed.
But I'll get it finished on that part. As far as YouTube, I sent you guys a clip. There's 2 comedians, Shane Gillis and Dan Schnoder, where they're versing each other in NCAA NFL football. So that kind of maybe next time you guys can share your memories of the time you versed family or friends and how heated did it become. Because there's one part where Dan goes, "I want to throw this controller in this glass right here. And the guy and Shane Gill's like, well, I literally live in a glass house, so don't throw the controller or whatever. So I want to see you guys' take on that part. For Hunter, I did watch the Silicon Valley. Never knew sex education could help you solve math and mechanic problems. For the viewers who don't know, I've never seen the series. All I would say is it was a crazy dive how one problem they had and somebody just mentioning, hey, well, I'll be better off like, jerking off some other people, whatever. And then they just went to like full nerd mode, doing whole equations for the next 5 minutes on
It's all
how
about
this guy
DTF,
could do
bro.
with the amount of people here.
DTF.
Oh, dude, it was just, and then the whole time while they're doing that, you have one guy just like, oh crap, I solved it, and I'm like, really? Out of all this chaos, you solved the problem. But yeah, that was quite interesting, and I'm starting questioning Hunter and you guys' take on certain shows, the boys and stuff.
What if you go tip to tip, you can solve complex algorithms. That's what that show has taught us.
Yeah,
Is it,
it's all about docking.
without elevation or girth.
Well,
DTF.
yeah, you have to work those out.
God.
But once you get to the
Literally
tip
work it
to
out.
tip stage, you've solved the problem.
Moving on, Halo 2 TV show got canceled. I don't know if you guys are happy about that or sad. The show producers are shopping it for a season 3, even though I doubt they get it.
I don't think so.
What I didn't know was Master Chief had a sex scene like Batman did in the Killing Joke.
What?
He had a sex scene with an alien hybrid of whatever with the Covenant. Don't know where that is in the lore, but currently they were following the lore of Halo. Also, they made Master Chief responsible for the fall of Reach somehow.
Whoa,
That's
dumb.
No.
I feel like you would
Spoilers,
watch
bro.
Scratch.
Spoilers.
I don't have Paramount, but I'm gonna have to watch it. I'm gonna have to watch it just to see what it
No.
was.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You don't have to watch it.
I
Listen,
must know.
I was okay with banging an alien, all right? Captain Kirk probably banged an alien or two. The moment that they made
Probably.
Master Chief, the moment that they made Master Chief responsible for Reach, that's just idiotic on a whole nother level.
I don't know. That was somebody's review, and sometimes with the reviews, I try to.
They do kind of go overboard on some things. I get that.
Yeah, because even for the Acolyte, it was like, dude, stay on target. Stay the critique on that one. Who cares about this other shit that doesn't involve the show? Just what's the critique on the show? But I'll save that for next time. Oh, somebody did have a suggestion to ODST, make that into a show, but make it to like a Band of Brothers.
That'd be kind of cool.
format. So I kind of like that idea. It was on Twitter. I was like, I got to write the guy back. It's like, dude, that is a great idea, even though they probably won't do it.
It's a great idea, so
No,
they
they're
won't
not
use
going
it.
to. Mm-mm.
Yeah, especially if you can make
Definitely
it
not.
read. Far as games, of course, before I joined, I played Fortnite with my son. We got Victory Royale right when we about to stop the podcast, so he was happy about that. I was able to dive into Destiny Act 2. We're finally figuring out who the conductor is after we defeated the Witness. And Saint is not feeling Saint because he feels like he's a copy, so he's having issues with Osiris. They're lovers in the night, in the Egyptian moon. I'm surprised you guys
remember
ain't,
the time?
seen it. So what's up, Glenn?
You remember the time?
That was the whole entire basis of the music video for "Do You Remember the Time?" Or, like
Michael Jackson. That's a classic.
Michael Jackson. Fuck yeah, dude. He's always relevant.
Mm-hmm. Helldivers 2, Escalation Freedom. Have you guys seen that trailer?
I saw that trailer. I am looking forward to getting my ass like pushed in.
All right. So, which one do you feel is more dangerous? The Robo massive like missile tank, or the fog thing?
Oh no, I'm going with the tentacles all day, every day. Those
The
are going
spike
to
tentacles,
be the
yeah, the
worst.
impaler.
Of course,
Yeah.
you go with the tentacles. Okay.
They have a Don't Starve kind of feel to them because Don't Starve has tentacles that will come out swamp areas and underground that will come and get you.
I don't know. In all fairness,
So
I haven't
smack
played
you.
Helldivers 2 in a hot minute.
Pretty much as soon as Sony screwed it for everybody.
Bingo. Glenn, you were muted for whatever you were trying to say there. Just so you know.
Oh, I said the bad thing about the tentacles is that once they appear, you can't run from them.
Yeah,
They
because
just
they follow, don't they?
they follow you and stalk you, and so it's
Yeah.
either you fight or you die. And so yeah,
Yep.
the tentacles are pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm agreeing. The Terminites, those guys I hate. Robots, not toasters, not so much. They
I love
feel like-
fighting the toasters. I am not a fan of fighting bugs.
Yeah, they just keep
Yeah,
on going. coming
Personally,
at
I
you,
think
but-
like the fog beast thingy is probably the scariest for me because you don't know where it's coming from, and so it's like, it's one of those things where like if you run from it, okay, you might get away. Tentacles, you can't run away. So I mean, at the very least, you're resigned to your fate. But the fog thing, like you could be running and you could be running like right towards it, like you don't know. And so like that's I think the scary part of it is that like this massive monster just comes out of nowhere and just wrecks your shit, or you get away, but you don't know until you try.
Right. And that's what they, at the end of the trailer, they hinted on is possibly, if the rumors are true, you're going to get bigger, more gigantic, the mythical bugs that they supposedly Super Earth has been hiding.
Man, I just want to fight the new aliens.
Well, sorry, sir, they're not. I think they're going to be watching more than doing
Yeah,
anything
they're not
else.
dropping them. I
right
want to
now.
fight them though. They're gonna be so fun.
My thing is they have the baby napping mission where you have to.
Yeah, that one looks a little weird.
Yeah. Other than that, last trailer I saw was if you're into tanks, they have World of Tanks on PS5, Modern Armor. It's the Metal Fest 2024. So you can be Rob Zombie, you can be Black Sabbath, and go around and blow up other tanks or whatever. I don't know if it's on PC. I just know it popped up on my PlayStation feed on that one. And actually, I forgot one thing. I got at least 2 friends. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Okay.
So if you're going to at least Deadpool Wolverine, this is what you can look forward to. At least at AMC.
That was the popcorn topper.
I don't know. You can open the top. I don't know if you can store some stuff in here.
I
but
want the
then
Wolverine where you
got-
have to shove. Yep, that's the one I want to get.
Let me get that full.
No,
It's so
yeah.
disturbing.
I know what I
almost
want.
as bad as the Dune one.
That's the point of it.
Ooh, touch the tongue. You can touch the tongue. It's textured.
Oh
It's
god.
textured.
Why? Why is it
Oh, yeah.
textured?
Because they know somebody's going to
exactly
fuck
why
it.
it's textured.
Ooh,
Oh my god.
Give you that hakatua.
Wow.
Let me borrow some of that slime real quick.
No.
No, no.
Hey, Ray, jump in there. Jump in there, Ray.
And Ray's never coming back, it seems.
Oh god.
Oh God, we're scarring the poor guy.
Oh yeah, he's gonna go back and tell them all about the Americans. Let me tell you about these guys.
And then they threatened to make me jump down into the.
Okay, so Rico, the rest of your week, my man.
Oh,
Technically, you're not having
hyphenated
sex
my
with Ray
week.
in that scenario. Just so we're on the same page.
Yeah,
You're having sex with the cup, not the slime. It's lubricant. Just don't make it weird.
The slime is part of him. At least I think
Yeah.
it is.
God.
But you're not having sex with the slime. You're having sex with that.
We're
That's-
never
that's
getting
like
another.
lopping off
We're
somebody's
never gonna
hand.
have any more guests. It seems. I think
I heard it both ways.
Hunter just
But
ruined it.
that
for everybody.
concludes my week. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over, unless anybody has objections, to Slime to jump into this streaming thing.
I have a
God,
week.
Nico.
I do have an objection.
Well, he's not
like
my
it's
side.
it's like saying that I'm gonna go buy a set of tires, not a car. Like the tires help, and they certainly help the car move, but you're not there for the tires.
So you're saying the tires are the lubricant of the car?
Yes.
But
Therefore, I'm not having sex with the tire. I'm having sex with the car. This is
Look, I'm not
basic,
gonna yuck your
basic
yum.
logic.
Why the
But-
fuck are we
Let's
still
send the
on this
champagne one.
subject? Oh my fucking god, this is a train wreck.
No, it's not. It's been so much worse before.
I don't know.
no, it's a car wreck.
Yeah, it's just a car wreck. We haven't escalated it yet. Give it another 20 minutes. So my week, I picked up Afro Samurai 1 and 2. Titan Comics did the remake. They re-released the mangas, but in trade paperback form. So I picked up those for McKay's bookstore for like $4 a pop. Totally worth it. I picked up the Last Ronin. I started 2 pages in, so I'm gonna try and read that at work tomorrow.
Wow.
Um,
How can you get 2 pages into that book and set it down? I don't understand.
I have a small child who. Nice. I have a small child.
You also have a small peepee. Why are either of these things relevant?
Fair enough. So that was pretty much
Just
it.
get a high DTF.
So anyway, for as far as video games go, I didn't play much. I played a little more Elden Ring. I think I need to go back and explore more because in the DLC, I think I'm at the end of it and I barely scratched the surface of it. So I might need to go sidetrack for a while. Other than that, I had an itch.
This week, I personally watched a slime beat a dragon.
Yeah.
Nice.
That sounds kinky.
But
Like the donkey did.
What?
what?
How donkey
How did you feed
defeated
off
the
this dragon?
No, not like that.
Okay.
Okay. Aside from that, I had an itch to play some survival horror games, so that turned into the let's see what we can find on Steam game, and ended up buying a couple of like kind of throwback PlayStation 1 survival horror games. So those will be fun. I'll go into more detail about them because I played a few of them already. But that'll
Dino
be for
Crisis.
another. Dino
Wow.
Crisis is good. I want them to remake it.
You need
Do
to play
you really,
Abiotic
though?
Factor.
Oh yeah, no, I
Abiotic
totally want
Factor
them to.
is
Abiotic Factor is really good. I just haven't went back to it yet. As
You know
far
what
as
they really
we
need
need
to
to buddy
remake?
up on that one.
They need to remake Robo Recall from the original Oculus.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's one that they need to remake.
yeah, that would be pretty fun. Speaking of Oculus, Paint the Town Red VR came out on the Oculus. It's a blocky pic. It's a think of it like Minecraft. It's a voxel art.
Voxel. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. It's voxel art. The difference is though, it's one of the perfect things to use voxels for. It is a hyper violent brawler. So you're like running around grabbing dudes, beating the shit out of them, and then but because they're using voxels, they make it so like if you grab a sword and hit somebody, you'll slice them in half where you hit them, or you like whack them with a baseball bat. Like it's fucking brutal. But it came out on the VR and it is super fun. They also have the dungeon. There's like a dungeon delve mode, so it's actually a roguelike first-person brawler game. It's really neat. But yeah, I think it's $20 on the Oculus Store. Highly
Are
recommend.
you talking about Delver?
I don't know if the mode's called Delver, but there's
a game
dungeon.
called Delver.
Yeah, Delver
that's,
rocks.
like
but this is
Delver's a
this is called
voxel,
Paint the Town
like-
Red.
Okay.
But yeah, that game's also out on the Switch and it runs really well on the Switch. So if you want a portable version of it, highly recommend it. And that was it for games. And I want to say, movies. Rewatching both Deadpool 1 and 2 because I'm going to go see Deadpool tomorrow night.
Maximum effort.
Exactly. Aside from that, still keeping up with Hikari Sentai Mask Man, about like 6 episodes in. And that's it. That's my week.
Kick
So-
ass.
Glenn, do the do.
Do the do?
Yeah, we're
Yes.
sponsored by Mountain Dew now. Didn't you know this?
Doobie
Oh, neat.
doobie doo. No,
They don't pay us though.
No, they don't.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Last time I talked to the
it-
lawyers, they say we owe them money. I'm still trying to figure out why.
Apparently, every time we say Mountain Dew, Nico owes them $2.
I mean, at that point, just pay it off.
So, Slime. So
Yes.
you had mentioned a couple of games that you enjoy with streaming, and this is a question I actually asked last week, but I don't think we got into it because sidebars and other things. But what makes a good game a game for streaming? Like I know you mentioned something about basically like soft masochism and stuff like that. But let's draw that out a little bit. Let's get down to the nitty gritty.
Let
What
me
makes
give you
a good
context for
game?
this, Ray. What I meant. So,
Mhm.
the relationship between streamer and chat is kind of like masochism because chat likes to punish the streamer. So a lot of interactive games are good. You know, Ray, like how I do the
Mhm, mhm.
what's it called in 7 Days to Die with all the um redeems. You know what I'm talking about, Glenn.
Yeah, yeah.
The Twitch
The
enhancements or
Yeah,
Twitch integration,
Twitch
right? Yeah.
integrations.
Yes. Okay,
but
so Twitch integration is good for games. All right. What else?
yeah, I like I said, I definitely think it's chat interaction with streamers. But Ray, what do you think? What do you think makes a good game to play on stream?
I'd say it's about more of the your reactions about the game. You can play anything, but if you are like you don't really have any interesting reactions or interesting way to play it, not really much interaction in the chat as well. It's yeah. So I probably more into the person playing the game is uh making it more enjoyable for the streaming chat as well.
Okay. What methods do you use for a game that doesn't have things like Twitch integration or native, like I guess, interaction with an audience? Like, what methods do you use? Like, do you like do strange game modes or like run with it? What do you got?
Uh, so one of them is a story-based game, like have like a story-rich games. You can play, follow the stories and mess around with stuff. I played what's called Plague Tales, the first one, the second one.
Fireball.
Uh, yes, you can craft anything, you can do anything you want, but again, s- what's it called again? No, English. Wait.
Fireball?
You're talking about audience interaction, right? No.
Yeah. So
Oh, okay.
make the story interesting. If it's like a story rich, and makes the story interesting and make what you do, you know, make them what's it called stay. If I mean they will if no one is in the chat, you need to keep talking. Even if there's no if the chat is not going, and if there's no chat going on and stuff, all you need to remember is to keep talking.
Is this one of those things where if someone were to happen upon your channel and want to go back and look at the games you had played in the past, they don't
Mm-hmm.
just want a video of you playing; they want you talking to them even though they aren't there, or something like that.
I'd say yeah, because again, uh, they want to see some interactions between the streamers and the chat as well. Yeah.
I see. So, do you feel that I guess Twitch streaming provides a social element to a hobby that otherwise is not typically as social, unless you have siblings or a interested spouse or something like that.
Slime, help me out.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. It definitely makes you more. It lets you be more responsive about what you're doing because, like Ray said, you need to be constant or consistently talking, keeping your audience engaged, even if you don't have any audience members, even if you only have one audience member, you want to, you know, keep them invested, kind of like act it up a little bit, kind of like, Mystery Science Theater, how they like overreact to things. Sometimes you want to do that, be like, oh, she did not. They were roommates? That's why
Oh
it's
no,
kind
he
of good to
didn't.
yeah. That's why it's kind of good to play like like out there games that you can like just rag on, games that you enjoy. Because if you're not enjoying it, unless your audience wants you to do it,
Hmm.
then why play it, right?
Mhm.
Do you think that you get more value as a streamer with obscure games over AAA games?
That's the difficult thing. If it's more, I feel like if it's more like, um, you know, current, it doesn't have to be necessarily, like a newer AAA game, but something that's popular right now, like how Elden Ring came in because of the DLC, or like games that are coming back, like Marvel versus Capcom, because they just re-released the Marvel versus Capcom collection on the Switch.
Mhm.
Some of that stuff's coming back. It's just a way to gauge what you think your audience would like. Like my audience likes, like I said, games that they can interact with me, and games that I can play with people. Like Ray, me, and one of our other friends, Andros, just played, and Nathair just played. What was it called? Ray, remind me what
Chain
it's called
together.
again. Yeah.
Chain Together
That's
is
that.
really fun. I was playing that with my son
Yeah,
earlier.
yeah. We broke one of our members in it, and he rage quit. I
Is
asked him after the fact how he was doing. He was like, "I almost broke my keyboard."
is that the latest Faudian game that's come out? Is Chained Up? I
Oh,
know
the
that.
the guy who did Getting Over It.
Yeah, the latest
Yeah.
one that they did before that was
Is that by
carrying the
him?
pushing
It's
the
not by
Atlas
the
Stone
same
up the
guy,
hill.
but I think he just means like the type of game that
Oh,
it
okay,
is.
Yeah,
okay.
it's
Like,
the genre. It's called Faudian
roguelikes
games.
and fighter games
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Faudian. That's
I-
lovely how it's got its own genre now.
I think the one that was more like that one was not only up it. Is that one with the dude that's climbing? I forgot what that one's called.
I
Oh,
believe it's
Getting
only up.
There.
Yeah, no, getting over it.
Yeah, Getting Over it.
Getting-
That's
Wait.
it.
Well, that's what I
Was
said
it
just a
Getting
moment. Yeah, that's the 2D version. But then there's one that you're trying to climb this massive tower of stuff, and I mean, hell, I could probably just look it up. What am I doing?
I think
I
that
think
one's
I know what
only
you
up,
mean.
right?
Yes, that is
Yeah.
only up. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun. You start with the building, then you go to pipes, and then you go to random shit throughout the sky.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
only
Not
up.
on the
That's the
store
game.
anymore.
I don't know. If
What?
we're going to be talking about climbing games, though, nothing holds a candle to Mount Your Friends.
Oh my god, I remember that one.
So why
or
why does
genital
only up have
jousting.
a very negative score on Steam?
Which one?
Well, partially because it's incredibly difficult to beat, but also because it was delisted because it is using copyrighted sprites and uh, like
Yeah. There's a
objects
bunch of
all
like
throughout the
assets
game.
and stuff. Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
one was
So
delisted?
you're saying it was an asset flip then?
Yes.
Ah, there we are. Okay.
It's not on
Uh,
the Steam page anymore, so you won't be able to look it up.
Yeah. I looked at the reviews for it on Steam, and it was like very negative in like bright red lettering. I was like, damn, bro.
But you can still get it if you sail the high seas.
Yar.
Yar.
All right. Yeah. Do you guys
It is.
have any other questions about streaming or VTubers in general before
I got
we go
tons.
into my part?
Well, I never got an answer to my question earlier. How do you sex a ball of slime?
Ray,
Yeah.
right?
I'm using my
Ray,
seniority. You answer
Ask
this
you for
question.
God, you say yes.
Um,
It would
shouldn't
make
the
sense that
adult
you-
talk about this?
I would think that it would be
Damn it.
hard to do just the one, but having two. would make it
Okay,
a lot
let's
easier.
let's pivot this subject somewhere else. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So,
Ask if we
anyways,
had
let's go back.
questions.
I know.
Question-
I swear. We got a video message in the last podcast from some guy
Oh,
who's
no.
like, "This is getting more cursed as we keep going on, and this is just
I thought he was talking about
down
the
fucking
intro.
hill." I think
I
he
thought
was talking
just
about,
talking about the intro.
Yeah, but you could extrapolate this.
What are you talking about? My intros were fire.
No, he's talking about Nico's intro that he made with
Oh.
the super cool, Nerdverse, Odyssey, fuck yeah, that you started.
Oh, was he talking?
But-
No, that was before that. Last week I didn't do last week was the one. It was the one before that. Anyway, we're going way off subject.
Way off subject. Okay, so here's my next question for you. What major differences would you say there are between doing, like, let's say, a YouTube channel versus doing Twitch streaming? if you have experience in both. Just curious.
Um, I so I did used to do YouTubing like way back when, like it's like college. I was like before 2020, so like 2012. I want to say it was a long time ago. But yeah, YouTube wasn't like super into like streaming back then, but it's less interactive, and you're more playing up like your reactions to the game and stuff. Because I played this one platforming game that turned into like a horror game or something. I forgot what it was, but you're mostly playing up your reactions instead of like interacting with chat on a YouTube channel as opposed to streaming.
That makes good sense. So, what would you personally like the non-streamer culture to know? Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you.
What would you like the non-streamer culture to know about streaming?
Ray.
What's going on with Glenn? Glenn having technical difficulties.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
It's
Oh,
a
I thought
hardware
he
issue,
fell
not
out
a
of his
software
chair.
issue. No, dude, I sneezed so hard. It was like I caught the look on my face as I was sneezing, and I was like about to laugh, and then I sneezed, and
Oh,
I
no.
like it was it was a bad time, bro.
It's a good thing you didn't cough or fart at the same time. You'd be dead.
Though there's a reason why I muted my mic.
Oh. So do I need to put in the "we'll be right back" while you go change your underwear because you shit yourself?
Nah, it's okay. You
No.
wore the brown pants.
You knew what you
Don't
signed
worry.
up for.
I'm just gonna do what I do at work and just sit in it. It's
And if you
fine.
want to
I
find the
just forgot-
uncensored version, you can find it on grandmafeetfinder.com.
Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot that was the thing we were talking about before.
So
Oh,
anyways,
it's been like a
before-
weekly
before-
thing now.
I saw
Before
about
my
the kitchen
sinuses
party, all right?
happened to
Oh
interrupt.
God!
So
Oh, those
what
were hideous.
what would you like for the non-streamer subculture or the non-streamer overculture to know about this streamer subculture? And would you consider streaming a subculture?
Yeah, I definitely consider it a subculture. One of the main things I want the non-streamer cultures to know is it's not all hot tubs and bikini girls and body art.
What?
And no matter what Twitch shows you on the front page, that is not what it's all about.
And that's why you become
If
a podcaster like
only.
us, because we are swimming in jacuzzis and scantily clad women, aren't we, boys?
There you
Hey,
go.
I'm
there
down
you
to do a jacuzzi stream. That's fine.
go.
I'll
Jacuzzi
find a
stream.
neighbor's backyard I can break into.
So we're gonna bring
And a
Andrew Tate on the
neon-
show, right?
And a neon green speedo.
I mean, I can do it from a
Wait.
bathtub. Does that count?
I mean,
They
you
work
just
for
need to
Bell
jet for
Delphine?
bubbles in.
It worked
So,
for Bell
back,
Delphine.
like, what else? What else would you like us to know? Who aren't streamers ourselves?
What do you think, Ray? What if you were to talk about streamers to like a non-streamer audience? What else would you tell them about?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Like, I just started streaming like a year ago.
It's been longer than you've been streaming longer than me, technically.
Wait,
Okay.
no.
So, I mean, like,
Yeah.
whenever you started streaming, what were things about the streaming culture that you found different from, before you understood, like, what you thought streaming was, and then what you understood streaming to be once you were in it?
Okay, so
Go ahead, Ray.
okay, go ahead.
yeah.
No, you go ahead.
No,
No, you.
no, no,
No, no,
no,
no.
no.
Ray,
Rock
run with
no.
it.
Paper,
Run,
scissors.
run, go, Ray, go,
Ray,
go.
go, Ray. I'm using my seniority. Go.
Didn't you say Ray had been
Okay.
streaming longer than you?
No, but I've been on the podcast longer than him.
So yeah, I thought at first, I like, oh, I want to stream just to play games and to show the games that I'm playing. But then, oh, streaming is not really easy when I thought streaming would be easy because you just need to play games and interact. But no, you need to keep the chat engaged, and it's hard if to improve if you don't really have any interaction with chat because. To be real, I'm not really. I'm still still learning and stuff. don't really have any feedback from chat or what can I improve. And yeah, so I need to what's it called? I need to see. I'm still try. I'm still uh yes.
What makes a good streamer then, in your opinion, Ray?
The one who can engage while playing games, like engage in the chat while playing games, and you not get a bit distracted.
So
Because I keep getting distracted.
does this mean then that like good streamers will have already initiated themselves to the means of the game and not going to it blind? Is that what you're trying to say with this?
Slime, help me out.
I think what Ray meant was like, even if he's going into a game blind, you can still keep chat engaged with you. That you're constantly talking to them, notating
Yes,
what
yes,
you're doing. It's I don't want to say it's easier to do pre-recorded videos instead as opposed to streaming. That's they're like two different like levels of content creation.
yes,
Streaming is live interactions with your chat, you commentating. um with videos you can kind of get away with saying whatever, because you could be like, oh, I
they
don't like that take, I'm gonna go back and
You can go
redo
back
that.
and Mr. Snip Snip can
Yeah.
come in and get rid of the bad
Mhm,
they
stuff.
just edit the
Yeah.
video and stuff, but in
Yeah.
the streaming, you said what if you say something, they will know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They can clip it.
Yeah, they can clip it and then they can share it, and it's
Yeah.
And then you end up on r/livestream fails.
yep.
Now,
Wait, is that a thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I have to
So-
look that up.
I was going to say,
I do have one question.
what sort of can you give us some examples of like really really bad streams and like what mistakes that you've seen streamers do in the past that people should try to avoid should they try to stream themselves?
Oh, that's a whole topic there.
It is a whole topic. That's
Uh,
what we're talking about, it, man.
No. I mean, like, that's a whole like episode I could go into about like what not to do.
We got
Whether
time,
you
man. I'm
should
right
stream or
here.
not.
I'm right here. Go for it. Tell me.
Okay, so I don't remember the streamer's name because I think they got canceled. But there was this really, well, she was bigger, but she was like, if you can't afford $5 to subscribe to me, you are poor.
Wasn't
Yeah,
that
anything
Minx?
about donations usually.
Yeah, something like donations, or like if you can't subscribe to me at least $5, what are you doing here? What are you doing with your life?
Yeah,
Like,
I
she
know.
said that.
Mhm.
Wasn't that Minxie or something like that?
Bad.
Yeah.
So
that's-
what you're
that's-
saying is whenever you're streaming, don't insult your audience. You want to
No.
interact with them, but don't
No.
belittle them. That
Well,
sounds.
okay, hold
no,
on. Hold
you're
on
supposed
there.
to. You're supposed
Well-
to like lie and say that you have cancer. Look what it did for Boogie. He's rolling in dough now.
All right, so Glenn, I'm gonna say yes, but no, because some streamers' audiences they enjoy that. They enjoy being belittled.
Like the good cucks they are.
I mean, I guess
I
there's an
couldn't help
audience
it.
for
It was
everybody,
there.
right? So, I mean, like if I guess if that's your shtick, right? Where you're like, oh, you fucking losers watching me while I'm watching you. I can't believe you're sitting here with your dicks in your hands while you're watching me play Honey Pop. Huh, I bet you guys go to bed every
That's
night.
a
with
different
your-
streaming platform.
That's a different streaming
entirely.
platform. Okay, this is
Yeah.
why I'm asking. This is why I'm asking. Like,
No, what you just did was get us age restricted. Jesus Christ.
we are age restricted, right?
No,
you went
now we are.
So
No.
you
The rest of us have been
started. You
PG all
started.
night.
You started like
Great.
Yeah, you started off good, and then you kind of swerved left into Ohio.
You got so far into it that I think you might actually be a butthole streamer.
Yeah, but at least he didn't mention the towers this time.
You'll never know.
That damn pickle beer.
Oh shit!
It's the pickle beer. It made me so sour.
So
Rico, you
I
were
do
gonna
have,
ask something.
yeah. So my one question for the streaming is that when you guys stream, do you have a set plan on how you stream, or do you kind of sometimes wing it? Because one thing I noticed in the video where Glenn had joined you guys on Minecraft, you guys already had your own areas set up. I think they look like they're islands or whatever. So do you have between you, Ray, and I forgot the other person's name?
Red.
Do you have when you guys get in there, do you guys go, okay, this is what I'm gonna do for today, and this is what we're gonna do for the stream, or is more of like you just try to fill each other out and try to see how it's gonna go?
Yeah, mostly that second part. We have well, I have ideas of what I want to do, but sometimes I'm like, oh, I need to do this first, and then I need to do this. And have you guys seen the TV show Malcolm in the Middle?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you remember
You
that
have your
one
Hal
episode
moment?
where Hal was like trying to go to the store, or he's trying to like replace the light bulb, but then he got distracted with all this other stuff?
Yeah,
And then he pulls out the end.
at first
I
you
got
you you plan your content. Like I plan my content at first, but then oh, this happens. Okay, I need to wing it from now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is there a particular reason why my voice was really, really low during the mayonnaise story on your stream?
Such an
Is it
oddly
because
specific
you were
question.
talking like this?
I was just curious.
Oh,
Yeah, so
mean, I haven't-
I'm glad I'm a big man. I need to know why my voice
I-
made me a bigger man.
I didn't change. Your volume has always stayed the same on my streams, like
Mhm.
at the same level. I've never changed it.
Okay, I was just curious.
So,
Like, I
so
remember
Glenn was
Rico
just
watching it,
trying
and
to
I
have the deep voice then.
What? That's just how I sound, don't you know? I always sound this deep. I'm a real boy.
All right, I got a question. As far as your guys' like character personas, what is the maybe not reason, but why did you choose to do the VTuber route instead of being a normal looking asshole like
face
this
cam.
guy? Not the face cam, the basic bitch
Dude-
cam, if you will.
Ray, do you want to go over like your reasons first?
I just don't want to show my face. That's all.
Hey,
I
that's
just
fair.
want to stay anonymous. Yeah.
Is it because you want to stay anonymous, or is it a like anxiety thing about showing your face on the internet and like being the personality, or is it purely just wanting to stay anonymous?
I guess it's more like a anxiety. Yeah. Because I'm not really confident about my appearance as well.
You know, there's actually this theory. It's called persona theory, and then something that I think I've touched on one of our previous podcasts, where essentially whenever you're in a particular role or in a particular situation or around certain people, you're able to, I guess, act the part for what you actually feel that persona that you've created.
I'm gonna let you
will
finish,
do.
Glenn, but don't steal my fucking topics for the thing that I wrote.
Well, no, I'm just saying, it's a theory that's out there, right? And so, like,
Oh,
you wear these,
masking.
you wear these masks that allow you to be somebody else, so that
God
you
damn
know,
it, Glenn! I
it
hate
isn't-
you. Now I have to go
What?
back and replay the Persona games. You just start fucking quoting
one?
parts of the story. I'm like, oh god damn it! Now here we go.
You will die, memento mori. But no, but the yeah. So like the theory is basic, like whenever I'm on stream, I can be wacky, dirty Uncle Glenn. But whenever I'm at work, I'm this sage that gives advice to young men who have trouble in their lives. You know what I mean? And so it's not necessarily because of like who I am. It's more of the part of what I'm playing. And so I
Yeah.
wonder if that has
Yeah.
anything to do with the benefit of using the VTuber persona is that you're able to, that's not me, that's the purple slime that I play on TV, you know?
So,
Yeah.
uh, there's, I guess I could just segue into one of my topics that I have on my my notes here. So, VTubing really hit when I forget. Does YouTube still um ding people for the vid, the big C,
What's the big C?
They're gonna ding us for a whole lot of things before they ding us on COVID.
The word cunt?
COVID?
Oh, dude, I don't monetize this shit, so I don't give a fuck. Say whatever you want.
Oh, okay, okay. So, yeah,
Dude, have you not watched the other shows? I don't monetize anything on here.
so
I ain't getting
yeah,
paid shit.
VTubing like really hit its stride during COVID.
Mm.
And a lot of people were able to be like, hey, I can stream, I don't have to dress up, I don't have to pretty myself up, I can stream in my pajamas, I can stream wearing nothing, I don't have to worry about how I look. I can have some semblance of security that people don't know what I look like, they might recognize my voice, but that's kind of like eh people can have similar voices. But I think that it's a combination of being able to feel relaxed in you don't have to like look as you know presentable, um, and you have that security where you can just be who you want to be online, whether it be a played up version of yourself, or if you want to play a braver version of yourself, or hell, some people, they if you want to be like a bunny streamer, a rabbit, a futuristic cyborg, a dragon, a mob boss, whatever. It's pretty much the way I was going to describe being a VTuber on the channel is because Glenn had told me about, you guys were talking about wrestling. It's kind of like that. You know how they all have their personalities. It's kind of like they all have their personalities. They play up, and then when they're back in the real world, they go back to their regular personalities.
So in the greater Slimeaverse, who's the macho man? Who runs around saying, "Oh yeah, brother"?
Well, we do have a Slime King. I don't know if he's a Randy Macho Man. I don't.
No, he's got to be. Was it President Camachi?
Camacho.
Camacho. That's it, President Camacho.
Electrolytes.
It's what plants crave.
It's what plants crave.
So, fun story. I used to work at Blockbuster for many, many years. Like, I shut down the last stores in multiple states. And when that movie came out, I always referred to it as Idiocrazy because I felt like it was very fitting, with the contents of the film, that you shouldn't pronounce the title correct either. It took, I'm not shitting you, like 3+ years of me recommending this film to somebody before anyone ever corrected me.
That's funny. Another
I'm
fun
not
fact
sure.
about Idiocracy, though. Do you all know why everybody and their grandma wears those stupid fucking Crocs? It's because of
Yes.
Idiocracy.
Yes.
Are you wearing Crocs right now?
I know.
Oh no!
All I wear.
Dude, they're
The
I
only
am
reason Mike
wrapped
Judge said
up.
that he wanted those shoes is he wanted to get the dumbest looking shoes that he
Yep.
could possibly get. And then-
because he's like,
he
you
fucking
figured this
wears
is what they
it.
would
Oh my
wear.
God.
And
Oh
Here's the-
my
here's
God.
dude, it's all coming true. Look at it. Hulk Hogan was at the Republic,
Yeah,
the thing.
was.
We're getting close.
Athletic straps so I can have maximum speed. I've got
Sports
ventilation
mode.
so my little piggies don't get too hot while I'm running. And they are
And if you ever
incredibly
wanted to
comfortable.
put charms on it, you could.
They got a wide toe box. Oh, my other ones have all the charms on them. But yeah, they're absolutely wonderful shoes. It is literally the only shoe I will wear unless I am going to work or I'm wearing my heels when I go to the gym. Like, that is it.
See,
Wearing,
see, Glenn, I could be
are you
wearing
practicing for
Crocs
the
right
Hooker
now,
Olympics again?
and you would never know.
I guess that's one of the advantages, right, of wearing the
Yeah.
face. Yeah.
Mhm.
They have heels in them.
If
okay.
we were to have a theme
And
on
I know
this,
you run in
on
heels.
this podcast of
Seen it.
of us four here, what sort of animal or mythical creature or object do you think that we would play? What
Gwen's a bear.
recommendation? I'm a bear. I was thinking that. I was like we could all be like different shapes of like fuzzy woodland creatures.
Hunter's definitely a jackass.
I would say he's giving me like chipmunk vibes, bro.
I can dig it. I can live with the chipmunk.
Yeah.
You
Nico's
do like to
definitely
stuff
the
a lot of
skunk.
nuts in your mouth.
Nico's definitely the skunk.
So many.
I'm the
Like-
skunk. Fuck you.
Like
Oh, yeah.
Pepe Le Pew.
I'll be a
He can
Pepe
badger.
Le Pew. Oh yeah.
Can I be a
Pepe
badger?
Le Pew. He fucks. Everybody knows that.
Rico's a beaver
oui,
for
oui,
sure.
mademoiselle.
What?
Rico.
Wait,
Rico?
what is Rico?
A beaver.
A be-
Turtle.
I'm a turtle.
No, I didn't have the lip structure for it.
What?
Well,
You
your
know when
lips
you
are made
see
out of the
people-
same components of your butthole, so
Oh no,
Ooh.
no.
Wait.
until we meet again.
There's a human centipede reference somewhere in there.
I
Look.
heard
Oh,
that
yeah.
I heard that knowledge before, and I buried it so deep in my mind that I thought I would never hear it again.
Mm-hmm.
Next time you kiss your mother, it's like you're kissing her booty.
No!
Isn't it great?
Well, it's funny actually. The color of your lips is actually the same exact color as your nipples as well.
I knew that one.
Yeah.
Accurate.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Where are we going?
Yeah.
No, it's
I didn't
fine.
verify.
And, I mean,
And you can find more loose
Just said no hot
pictures of
dogs on
Hunter on grannyfootfinder.com.
Just gotta swap
That
all
was
your
just a
pants at this
preview
point.
for
They have a better
stream
payout.
tonight.
yeah. Oh my god. So anyway, what sidebar?
Oh
That's
my
the
God.
sidebar alarm. That's
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So,
Sweet Jesus.
Slide, what else you got, man? Give us. You got a list. Run with it, man. Let's roll.
All right. So, I guess I'll basically just describe what a VTuber is overall. So, a VTuber, or if you speak Japanese, VTuber, originally meant like a virtual YouTuber, but now it's just like a term that's given to anyone that uses like a kind of avatar, while they stream instead of like the face cam.
Mhm.
Like I said, we went over the why people do the whole VTuber thing. Security, they can be comfortable in what they look like. They can swap out like costumes, things like that. One day you could be a dragon, one day you could be a rabbit. But what do you guys know about like VTubers in general? Like, what's your knowledge on them besides from what you've seen of my stuff?
So, I mean, a lot of the other VTubers that I've seen have typically been, I guess, members of the trans community who are playing like anime girls and their dudes, or I mean, pardon me. And,
That's every MMO ever made.
Yeah, right.
Well, I'm just saying, like there's a lot of, I guess, like girl voiced VTubers that play anime characters. Like I there was some guy. They were one of my players on my weekly Tuesday game. Went by the moniker GPL. I won't actually give their tag because you can probably look them up. But no, they so they had this like Amaterasu character that they played on their streaming channel, and they did it primarily because of the fact that they wanted to slip into a character that fit more of their body image as opposed to how they felt that they looked. And that was, I mean, for me, that's like a lot of what I saw with regards to VTubers before it became more commonplace for things like slimes and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's definitely another reason why a lot of people have gone into it more. They can be their ideal body type, if they feel
Or their
like,
persona, for that matter.
yeah, or their persona.
Hey,
They can
this
be
might
their.
be Slime's ideal body type. Don't shame.
I mean, I could be any shape I want to.
hence
But
why
like,
become the slimes.
yeah. But like I was saying, yeah, if like there's a lot of people who don't feel comfortable in the skin that they're in, and VTubing allows them to be what they I what they an ideal version of themselves. Um, like I said, a dude could be a porcelain maid doll. Um,
Hmm.
some like Valley Girl could be some super buff Macho Man Randy Savage character if you wanted to.
Right. Now, whenever it comes to, I guess, using like licensed characters and stuff like that, right? I know that there are a lot of YouTubers that are like, Emperor Cubone and stuff like that, that use names of licensed characters. Is there any limitation on at least Twitch for using a VTuber persona that is using a licensed character? Or can you
So
see people get in trouble for that?
I personally haven't, but a lot of the bigger ones that I've watched, they have their own persona already. Um, Usually the ones that like copy like other like major like characters or like smaller VTubers. But I know for like legal things, if you do use like a like a character's model, like let's say somebody want to VTube as
Dress up like a
Pikachu.
Pikachu. Right, yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was thinking the same thing, right? There you
same
go.
brain. They can't get merchandise done of themselves, and I don't think they can monetize their streams either because they probably get their stuff taken down, copyright strikes
Mhm, mhm.
by the company like super fast.
So is this how we finally get our Detective Pikachu starring Danny DeVito as Pikachu? So anyway,
It
I
got
started
Ryan
zapping.
Reynolds.
Holy shit!
I
I'm
mean,
telling
we
you,
already had
Danny
Deadpool
DeVito would have
fighting
made the perfect gumshoe Pikachu detective.
totally.
So I started blasting.
Exactly. I don't know. For whatever reason, when I first heard they were doing a Detective Pokemon movie, I was like, man, it just needs to be Danny DeVito as Pikachu. They could just paint him up yellow, and all he's got to do is sit in a bar, smoke cigarettes, and drink whiskey while he shoots bad guys.
There was a video that somebody had done of Danny DeVito as Wolverine.
I saw
And
that. It was so
it was
good.
fucking perfect. Like the way that they
No, it was,
did like the editing and the
it
lighting.
was Frank Reynolds, but if he were
Oh,
Wolverine.
dude, it was pure Kino.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's beautiful. So, what other light would you like to shed on the streamer subculture?
Anything you want to talk about specifically, Ray? Like any insight?
Uh, no, you go ahead.
He's just happy to be here.
You,
Raise
you have
happy
the
to be
You
list.
here.
I
got
don't
it,
have the
bro.
list.
I believe
All
in
right.
you.
So going off of the rest of my notes, the first known VTuber or the first known streamer that used the term VTuber was back in 2016 by Kizuna Ai.
Oh yeah, that
And
one.
yeah. They basically got a voice actress to voice her. I think she started out just like as an anime like character, and then they made a model for her, and her breakout in Japan led to the founding of, well, a bunch of major corporations that were sponsor YouTubers. Not like not limited to, but like just to name a few of them: Hololive, V Shoujo, and Niji Sanji, and then a bunch more branched out from there. But it was mainly started out in Japan. Um, I'd say what really got the English corporation VTubers rolling is Kiryu Koko from Hololive, because she started out as a Japanese streamer, but she could also speak English. So a lot of the watchers would watch her, um, and she pushed for Hololive to start in English branch, and it just pretty much took off from there.
Do you think that this has left an indelible mark upon the streamer culture, referencing back to a lot of, I guess, Japanese culture influences?
Mm, I'd say it was always there, but now people are able to express it more freely. They can go bonkers with the designs. Like I've seen a lot of like nine-tailed foxes, kitsunes. I've seen ghosts. Hell, I've seen a gun VTuber, like a literal gun.
There's a cockroach ones.
There's a what?
A cockroach.
Oh yeah,
Like
there's
Joe's
a cockroach.
apartment?
That's what I was
No,
thinking.
no,
I was
no.
like, so it's just it's just a cockroach smoking a cigarette, going, "Hey, yeah." So
Well,
today we're playing
there
Final Fantasy VII.
there is a cockroach VTuber, and there's a mom cockroach VTuber.
A mom cockroach
Hold on a second.
with like fat
Ray-
mommy milkers?
Mhm.
Hold on. I
Oh.
mean, yes, but hold on.
Oh,
No,
I
no,
made
no,
you
no, no.
laugh.
It's
I made Ray laugh.
I don't like where this is going.
here. I will show
This
you
is
them.
this is the point where you don't like where it's going, really?
Listen, I mentally I tapped
So,
out an hour ago.
The streamer is called Matara Khan. She's from VShojo, and she is a roach VTuber. Here, I'm posting in general.
Okay.
This is her character.
Oh, okay. So like a
That's-
roach, more like the Pokemon roach.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
that's
not.
not what I expected.
Those are titties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, dude,
No,
I was
you don't
right.
say.
I was right.
I mean, maybe the way her hair goes, it gives her that roach shell.
Yeah, I was gonna
Look,
say I can see that part.
With
But if that's the
big
front,
fat-
if
no,
that's the front, what's the back?
Hold on.
Hold
When
on.
you said roach, did you mean broach?
No.
No.
roach.
No, roach isn't a
Roach.
cockroach. Yeah,
There's like a.
the
I just
concept
posted, like,
art
a
kind of
full,
solves
like-
the problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's
posted,
like
a
that's
full
like the
body of it.
cockroach in Mimic 7. They
aroused.
finally look like humans.
I mean, that's another thing about VTubing. There's a variety of streamers.
Mhm.
You want like a blonde rabbit girl, there's one. You want slimes, there's a bunch of them. You want a roach mom girl, they've got it. You want the warden of time, you got it. You want a shark girl, take your pick.
What about Lava Boy?
Lava
Ooh.
boy.
There's got to
I'm
be
pretty
some
sure
sort of
there's
sentient
one,
lava. And if not, hey, you just stumbled
There
upon a new
is.
niche
There
audience.
is,
go.
there is a slime lava. There's a lava slime VTuber.
Oh my God. This is
There's
great.
also a beer slime.
Yeah. Oh wait, what? Deer?
A beer.
Oh,
Beer.
beer.
A
Beer.
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 Oh, it probably doesn't have pickles in it.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think.
But there, hey, pickle
Not
beer
yet.
slime? Not yet.
Not yet.
Not
But
yet.
soon.
That's
We
gonna be,
know of
that's
a-
gonna be Glenn. That's gonna be Glenn.
We know
A
of a
pickle
green
beer
tea
slime bear?
VTuber.
What?
We know of a green tea slime VTuber. Oh, he turned green.
I turn good.
Only momentarily.
Or I can turn
Oh,
anything.
dude. Oonch, 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 oonch,
That's one of
oonch,
his
oonch.
redeems. It's like Ray Rave.
I love it. Whatever you're talking about redeems, what is that?
Ray.
Okay, so redeem is every I think every 5 minutes or so or anything you get a channel points that you can get or you can claim that the channel point you can use to basically interact or tell the person the streamer to do something.
So it's some sort of reward for
Yeah,
watching longer
Mhm.
than others.
Yes.
So the longer you watch the stream, more points you get, and thus you feel inclined to watch more to get more points, so you can interact with the chat even more. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's Pavlovian. It's Pavlovian nature. You get points, you feel happy because you get points, and you can interact with the stream.
Mhm.
You interact with the stream, and you get happy, and then you watch more. It's just like,
Yeah.
wow, that's cool.
There's
Okay,
this-
Extended dopamine rush.
yeah.
There's this one running theory that I highly agree with. Streamers are like virtual pets. Hear me out here. Hear me out here. Okay.
I
So-
killed all my Tamagotchis. You don't want to go down
Yeah,
No,
that
but
route.
right.
it makes perfect sense. It's a friend that you can interact with. Like, yeah, okay, that may or may not be human. Yeah, go ahead.
And there's, some streamers have redeems for hydrate, exercise, eat a snack. Sound familiar? Virtual
Go for a
pet.
walk. It's a virtual
Go for a
pet.
walk, yeah.
Oh my God, streaming is just an extrapolation of people's obsession with the Tamagotchi and Pokemon.
So we went from the viewers are cucks to the viewers have god complexes.
They do. They do.
It's sometimes.
There's like I remember there's this one streamer that has a redeem to clean their room. Yeah, some streamers use like the channel point redeems to make themselves clean their rooms.
Huh.
I mean, you know what? If it's something that like helps them and they feel the moral the moral directive to do so because of the fact that the audience demands it. I mean,
Yeah.
that would cause the audience to gain some sort of altruistic, like utilitarian happiness, going philosophical here, and they would gain some sort of benefit from it in a non what is it called, a non-altruistic relational benefit. Whoa.
You assume the utilitarianism here comes from altruism, when really most likely what
No,
it
no,
is
no, I
is
said
they just want to
non-altruistic.
punish. Okay.
No, no, no.
I didn't hear the
It's
non-art of it.
non-altruistic. I'm saying this is more
Oh.
Kantian duty, bro.
Oh,
They
you
feel
can
a
also,
duty.
You can also punish streamers too. Like one of our streamers, Red. Does he still have the shock redeem?
I think he puts it down for obvious reason.
One of our streamer friends, Red, had a redeem where he would shock himself with a shock collar.
Oh my god.
Hey, at least it's a collar and not like, a couple of wires taped to his gooch. I'm just saying.
Hey, it's not Friday yet. Don't be kink shaming.
Wait, what?
The trick is
Friday.
use aloe vera gel before you put the wires on, and it helps increase the
No, he
shock
didn't have
rate.
any of the gel.
I will say that it was commonly celebrated during my time in the military that Thursday was Man Love Thursday.
Nah, it moved to Friday. Thursday just became too much of a hassle.
As in, like,
Friday,
man
I'm
as
in love.
Like, you appreciate other men.
You show your man your fellow man some love.
Exfoliation.
Maybe your bro needs a cuddle. Maybe your
For
bro,
the record-
needs
For the
somebody
record,
to.
I don't know what companies or batteries that Glenn and Nico are a part of. Well, yeah,
So-
Nico Logistics, so I guess that.
There was
there's
one time
supply
I
and demand.
saved a dude from getting dry humped with a giant vinyl mat once. And,
What?
So yeah, there's this guy. He was getting attacked by this other dude on Menlo Thursday, and he was screaming out like, "Oh God, somebody help me! Somebody help me!" And I came in with my gigantic vinyl mat that I use for D&D, and I whapped the attacker on the back with a very, very strong strike, at which the oppressor immediately stopped his oppression. He's like, "Hey, I'm done," and my battle buddy thanked me. Gave him bro fist,
And then you
walked
took
out the
over.
door.
Yeah.
No, I
It's my
moonwalked.
turn.
I
Yeah, like
moonwalked out.
No, it
the
was totally
door.
consensual after that.
Grrr. You know how the army works.
I do.
Yeah. Glenn redeemed it. Glenn redeemed those points.
Yeah.
Vinyl mat to the back, bro. He'll stop anybody.
I mean,
Anyways.
I get the redeem on the redeem points. I get that, even though it kind of reminded me of some type of art exhibit that was in France, whatever, where a lady's art project was that you could do anything you want to do to her, and she had all these types of different items that you could do with her, and it got really, yeah,
I
just like the roller
remember
coaster, it got
watching that.
really
Yeah,
crazy. Like
Yeah, I
some
know
of them,
exactly what you're talking about. And
there is that side of streaming too, not on Twitch, but yeah.
So I mean, with that, have you guys have an
You can
episode
find that at
where
grandmafootfinder.com.
stop it, Nico. We're being serious.
have you guys ever had to correct somebody on that one? Like if you felt like they went too far on something, but it's like
Uh,
it was a continuous thing, or it's like automatically block and goodbye.
I'd be surprised if the answer isn't Glenn.
no,
I've been
so
modded before, but never banned.
yeah. Well, okay, that's automod. I can't do anything about that. I have to, you know, say, hey, automod, stop automodding for this. But yeah, streamers tend to, or some streamers really tend to just like let things go on until it goes too far.
Yeah.
Um, when so I've let things go on too far sometimes, like a joke get beat till I get annoyed by it. But I try to, if something's really bugging me about chat, I'd be like, hey, we're here to have fun, but this has got to stop. And if they continue it, then there's going to be like some kind of repercussions or something like that. 'Cause,
Like
it's got to be
Jobby the Hong with the
enjoyable.
swivel here.
The way.
Okay, but different
Like,
part of YouTube.
Basically, he kicks him, or he stops the stream, or something like that.
Yeah.
In all honesty, yeah,
He sends Ray after him.
yeah. Ray the poison slime.
He's
He
like, I'm
poisoned
gonna show
your
you.
ass.
I'm gonna show you
He's
why I'm
toxic.
purple.
God fucking damn it.
I'm gonna show you why they call me purple slime.
He's like, I regret every minute of this. Why did I learn English? Anyways, I'm sorry.
You get his favorite line. Do you have any purple in you? You're about to.
Oh,
Oh God. Anyways, what do we have next on the docket?
Let's see here. So, oh yeah, I guess I could talk about like the kind of tech that's different from like a regular streamer. So you guys
Yeah.
know, like, other than like regular PC stuff for regular streamers, we depending on if the VTuber is using like a 3D or a model like me and Ray, or like a PNG like Red. Some streamers go like full 3D mocap like Zentrea.
Mm.
Basically, like, they can like turn around, they can like, punch, kick, whatever, do like flips. Um, but the main ones are like 2.5D models like me and Ray. They use either like regular webcams to capture facial tracking, some like hand tracking, but that's like super intense. They also use iPhones as well, but the big programs that we use for that are like VTube Studio, VC Face, and VRoid Studio. But those mostly depend on if you want like a 2D model or a 2.5D model, or a 3D model. But that's the major thing bearing people from getting into like VTubing is a model. Some people worry that, oh, if I have if I just use a picture and a reactive image, am I a VTuber? Yes, you're a VTuber as long as you have some kind of like avatar that you use.
Mhm.
Very interesting. What I guess in the you said that your avatar was made by somebody. Is there a tool within these programs in order to create that?
Oh, Ray, that's a you thing.
That is definitely a Ray question.
Ray, you're on the mic.
Oh no.
If somebody asks if you're a god, Ray, you say yes.
But yes, there are some like rigging uh software thingy that my friend used, yes. But wait, I got distracted. What happened?
So
Sorry.
I was saying that the like VTuber Studio and stuff like that.
He
I
fits
was
in at
curious
least.
if there's tools within these software suites that allow you to create your avatar. or if that's a completely different thing. Because I know you mentioned some earlier that you used whenever we were trying to get into the intro there.
Oh, that, yeah. But drawing basically like any drawing software you have, and then rigging is a different software. Basically, you layer your drawings. So for the drawings, you have like the base layer, the eye, the mouth. It's on different layers, so the rigging can rig each part, and uh yeah, to make them move, to make them jiggle. This is all different motions on each part,
Now, is that the
and
same technology that they used in Dead or Alive 2 on the PlayStation 1? sorry, sorry, I couldn't help it.
Don't reveal all of our
I,
secrets.
He just set
Jiggle
age to
Physics
99,
has
problem
left the
solved.
chat.
but so yeah,
That might
so
have been before rage time.
Oh, fair.
yeah, we have like a different emotes and stuff, so it's different layers and different thing for the drawings. And yeah, the rigger or the rigging person usually just uh like uh make them move and help them to change their expression if they needed to.
Okay.
I
Yes.
see. Like
So you
how
just have
many?
it set up to a stream deck for your
Yeah, I
expressions?
was actually going to ask that something about that.
Yeah, yeah, you can use your stream deck. I use my key, what's it called? Num key, the
Oh,
numpad,
okay.
to change my expressions. I don't know about slimes.
I use a stream deck.
Yeah.
Smarts there are so useful.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but
So
that what that means is then that if you can't afford a Stream Deck, there are options
yes,
available for you.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
uh, being a VTuber is really expensive, especially for the model. If you cannot draw, this is why I draw myself. I draw it for myself because I
Hmm.
try to save money. Because if you want someone to draw it for you, usually they have like a really high prices, and it's a bit hard to find someone that you want your art style and like how your budget is.
I'm
Counterpoint
assuming
and
that you find stuff.
asterisk.
Oh.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, yes, it's expensive if you want to get something very specific, but
Yes.
there are so many free options out there. There's
Hmm.
like these there's like these 2D model or these 2D models that if you guys have ever seen Dress Up Darling, uh uh basically they somebody made a Dress Up Darling model base, and you can change the hair, change the
Yeah.
outfits. It's already rigged and everything, but it's completely free. People make models all the time just to get their name out there. You can change them. You might not be able to do like merch with it, but it just depends on the artist. Actually, there's a big scandal going around involving that, actually, with a pretty big streamer. um
Ooh, please elaborate.
So there's a streamer called Fillion. She's been using a, uh, I think is she 3D model, Ray?
I have no idea.
Okay. Uh, as far as I know, she has a 3D model, and she's been, getting merch, getting her character in games and stuff, but she never paid for the model.
Mmm.
And recently, she just got a partnership with Gamer Subs. But when the model maker found out, they're like, this model is a model that you're supposed to buy, and you can't use it for commercial purposes or to get merchandise.
Oof.
And on her one of her streams, she was like, I paid nothing for this model.
Nice.
Because if you play what's that card, VR chat, you can like rip models from any of the worlds on there,
Yeah.
and I think that's possibly what she did. But
Like you got in
I,
Knuckles.
yeah, like that. I don't know if like she was just playing it up like, oh yeah, I'm a pirate, I never paid for it, but like when you got that kind of controversy going on, that's not something you want to say on stream.
Yeah.
Where was I going?
Like,
with
I
that?
swear, Judge, I didn't do it. Yeah, but on the video at 30 seconds in, you said, yeah, Judge, no, I did do that murder.
Oh, right. Yeah, like I say, it's pricey to get into if you want something very specific, but there are options to
Alternatives, yeah.
free alternatives. Like you could get like right now, Glenn could go online and get a Fuecoco live 2D model. There's
It would probably
literally
be
like
Totodile because that's my favorite Pokemon.
I think they actually have a Totodile one, but I'd have
Yeah,
to check.
followed
But,
very
yeah,
shortly by Shuckle.
yeah. There's so many free options out there. So when somebody says, "Oh, I have to be rich to become a VTuber," no, you don't have to
No,
be rich. You
I'm
just
a
search
budget streamer
Google.
myself.
Yeah, just search Google.
Like this one, like the VTube Studio. I still have my watermark slime. I don't think Slime has his watermark.
Oh no, I paid
The
for
what?
that.
Yeah. So you can pay, or you can just leave this flying thingy in my corner and
Okay.
just crop it on the
Yeah, you just
when you
crop it
capture the
out.
thing. You just crop it out so it doesn't really affect your gameplay and stuff.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Now, do you think that there is, like, would you say that there's a subculture of people who dedicate their lives and time to making these VTuber avatars?
Oh
Like
yeah.
a
Yeah.
subculture to a subculture?
Mm-hmm. There's like a whole artist culture out there.
Mm-hmm.
I have like an artist that did my 2.0 model, which is my new version coming out September maybe. But yeah,
Ooh.
Oh,
Can we
yeah.
get a preview?
I've seen the preview.
Nah, not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Not
Well,
yet.
I will act surprised when I see it. I'm looking forward
Yeah.
to it though.
I mean, if you look on my Twitter, it's on there.
Okay, everybody, give it. What is your Twitter? Just to shout it out to our 14 viewers
At SlimeaDime.
at SlimeaDime. That's at
All one word,
SlimeaDime.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
SlimeaDime. Awesome. Okay.
Yeah. But basically, yeah, there's like a whole, artist sub culture out there. There's some people that do just, the character art, some people that do just the rigging, some of them do both. Like me and Ray, we have the same rigging artist. Usually they tend to call the rigging artist dad, and then the artists who draw the character mom.
That's cool. That's actually
That's
a really
interesting.
cool like little sub portion to it.
Mhm.
So I'm my own mother and someone else's father. Okay.
Mhm.
Hunter will be right back. He has a baby emergency.
Yeah, them babies.
Oh.
Yep.
So-
Speaking about being mom and dad, right?
Oh yeah, so there's like the whole family dynamic of VTubers. Basically, anybody that has the same VTuber, artist mom or rigging father, they call them siblings. So me and Ray are technically step siblings because we have the
Oh,
same
that's-
rigging father.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
One day, perhaps I shall call you brother.
I mean, I think we're like more like a cousin than a siblings.
Cousin brothers?
We have the same father, Ray.
Yeah, but you have different fathers.
No.
Yeah, you see your first father is like the same as your mother.
I mean, yeah.
Who's your daddy?
This
My
is
father,
What
mother.
is it called?
so damn confusing now.
Well, I mean that's why we're asking. These
No, I
questions,
get,
and
I
that's
get it.
actually-
It's just the
that is a
wordage on it. It's
relevant,
just like it's
like,
kind of throwing me off. It's like,
social
wait, same mother,
touchstone.
father.
Right,
Yeah,
but
my mother, father.
yeah, but that's that's a relevant touchstone to
Hello,
the
father.
VTuber culture. That you use these titles for people who make your. I mean, what are the cool facts like that you might want to point out? Keep going. Keep going. You're doing great.
Do you have any other like facts like that, Ray? I'm trying to think of any other like cool facts like that.
Cool
Can't think of
facts
any
with Ray
off
and
the
Slime.
top of my head.
No, I cannot think of anything. Some of my
As
sibling is not on the English speaker, so cannot really talk about that.
oh, I see. Yeah, like I have a whole like Discord where it's just siblings of the same artist mom. Now where stuff gets confusing is if like you get one model art done by another person, but then your 2.0 model done by a different person. So it's like, would I half siblings with them now because I got a new model person? Was I adopted by them? Do I call them
Interesting.
step siblings?
So now, does this I guess relationship, does that cause sort of a forced family dynamic where you are inclined to interact with them because you share an art style or a rigging
Oh,
style?
no, not at all.
No,
I don't
Okay,
I don't
I'm like,
interact
you know
with
how
some
they
of
always say,
my
you can't
family
pick your
siblings.
family, right? And so I was curious if that it was like a, you have an onus to interact and work with people who share your art style.
No, not necessarily. You can interact with whoever you want to.
mhm,
Pretty much. People
but
say there's a lot of clicks, but it's just whoever you want, whoever you mesh with.
yeah, but I feel like it's easier to rate people with who you siblings.
Mhm. Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. It's definitely easier to do that.
So it's easier to support the person you're in, your siblings.
Hmm.
Right. And do you think that may just be due to the fact that, I mean, y'all share a common interest, or y'all share, I guess, a mutual friend through the artist that did your model or your rigging?
I'm not gonna lie. The For my this model I have right now, um, I actually just picked the first model artist that I liked the looks for. I didn't even look at the other people that they had worked on. I was just like, oh, they look cool. Sure, I'll get them done.
And where do you find these people at? Are they like on DeviantArt or something like that?
You can find some of them on DeviantArt. My first model artist, Xiao Jing, she or they are on Fiverr. That's where I found my first
Oh,
model.
Fiverr. Okay.
Yeah.
That's that website where you ask for
Hmm.
people to bid
Yeah.
on a project, and then you pick the one that you think looks
Oh,
best.
not bid. Basically,
No,
it's
it's
kind
just
of
No
like
it's like Etsy
commissions.
for getting someone to do something for you.
yeah,
Okay.
kind of like Etsy. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. That makes
I
sense.
think you
So
might be
like digital
thinking of
Etsy.
Scab, maybe.
I don't know. You tell me,
Oh.
man. That's a foreign concept to me whatsoever.
Scab is a foreign Japanese company where basically you you can see like artists like portfolios, and then you can message the artist, and if they like your idea, you can talk about getting commission from them.
I
Oh,
see.
interesting.
Very
Yeah, it's
interesting
another way you
stuff.
can do that technically.
Hmm. Rico, did you have any new questions?
Mm, no, I think slime pretty much covered everything.
So I do have a question. So I was thinking about
Yeah, go for
doing
it.
He asked me.
wow,
Well done.
fuck off, you big man baby. With your
Uh,
giant suck off toy.
hey,
Sorry, but
It's not a suck
Wolverine's
off toy. It's a
Ro-
stroker. Thank you.
Wolverine's O face is just it's getting me. But
hey,
no,
just
no,
look at it. It looks like two Batmans kissing.
it does look like two bat. Ah, God, I'll never see it. I'll never not see it. Um, s- fuck, that is so accurate. My God. So I just got myself a capture card. I think it was like a 1080p from North. I think North is the name of the company. Because what I want to do is I want to do some like PS1 streaming, and maybe it's like some Switch games, just that nobody's put videos on for whatever reason. I was just stupid enough to buy them. Uh, What would you say would be a better route to go to get more people to see your work? Would it be via streaming or via, like, say, YouTube?
Ooh, that's Uh,
Are we talking about like marketing and stuff?
Kind
I
of,
mean, I would
yeah.
say that those are both
Advertising?
equally deep ponds, man.
yeah, you could go either route. I guess it just depends on how you feel like your content is better viewed. Like, would you prefer interacting with people, or would you prefer, um, you know, uh, being more loose and editing down videos?
Mm-hmm.
But marketing is definitely a thing you're going to need to do if you want to get out there. Twitter, Facebook, I guess, Reddit. Reddit's definitely a big one.
Yeah, if you have like clips and stuff or funny moments, you can do on TikTok as well.
Hmm.
I've never touched TikTok and I never will.
Yeah, I'm not given my job. I can't.
Same here. But
I
those
mean,
of
see,
you who can,
that's another thing. That's another.
Or a
Uh,
YouTube short, I guess.
that's no. What I was gonna say is that's another reason why a lot of people like the VTube route, because it'll be hard to identify you at your job.
Fair,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, I guess so. It makes me wonder how prevalent, or I guess what the percentage wise for people who have like professional lives uh, using VTube technology versus people who don't have professional jobs that use their face. If it's
I'm
maybe
pretty
a
sure there's like
propensity
a
towards.
government representative out there that's a VTuber.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, you'll
Yeah.
never know.
There's actually a if you want to look more into like the VTube scene, there's an anime that goes over VTuber culture as well.
Now, in
What's
terms
the
of
anime?
I'm gonna look it up really quick. Go ahead, Glenn. I
okay,
forgot what it's called.
in terms of streaming, I guess, what sort of alternate forms of media, other than I guess video games, do people get into whenever they're using things like Twitch? Like, you'd mentioned earlier, uh, Mystery Science Theater 3000, right? Is there shows that like specialize in doing like live watches of open source movies, or um, do you have like uh, people who like tell oral
It,
like
it
stories?
so it's
Like,
not open.
you know,
Sorry, Glenn. I'm gonna have to be that asshole. It's not open
go,
source. It's public domain.
pardon me. You're speaking to the coder within me. But I'm saying like is there a place for somebody who basically just sits there and like you have a VTuber sitting by a campfire and they just tell stories? Like, is there like a space for that,
Yeah.
or is it strictly people who just like play video games?
No,
No,
there's
there's a lot of categories in that.
yeah, there's like a VTuber. I'm trying to remember his real name. I think it's I know his online handle is Takahata101. He does the Team 4 Star stuff. The Dragon Ball Z Abridged stuff.
Mm.
His persona is he's a VTuber in a bar, and he brings like guests on at the bar, and they talk about stuff. You could literally just be a VTuber that just talks to people online. There's some VTubers that do like model building on stream. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it's whatever you basically want to do.
Oh, okay. So like, you could have you could have some VTuber who, dresses up like somebody's dad, and, have them like fixing a car while they're talking to you about, you know, I mean that's more
No,
that's
actually, Nico, hold on.
Yeah.
He's actually on something there.
Oh,
So,
okay.
shout out to VTuber Grandpa.
there's a
There
grandpa.
there's a VTuber Grandpa. Yeah. and they give sagely advice. They do stream, but they're I think it's an eldritch horror grandpa. But yeah, if you can think about it, there's probably some kind of VTuber or VTuber adjacent to it.
Okay.
Okay,
Go ahead.
so
Like
if it can,
throw something out there.
if it okay, all right. Let me. I'm assuming cooking and baking is probably something that is already done.
Yeah, there's one. Yeah.
There's probably people who do crafting, resin casting and yarn building and model
Perler beads.
perler beads. Yep. You know,
Is there conspiracy
like-
theorist ones?
Yes.
yes.
There's a subculture of VTubers that do news broadcasting.
Nice.
So this is like whenever Cartoon Network does like the Super Bowl, and they have SpongeBob doing his what was the song SpongeBob sang during the SpongeBob movie? It's like
He's
you
a
guys-
goofy goober, yeah.
No,
You're
it's
a
like
goofy
Sweet Victory.
goober,
Sweet
yeah.
Victory.
Oh, yeah,
We're all
Sweet Victory, yeah.
goofy
Yeah.
goobers.
Yeah, because I mean, I
No,
know
I'm
that they
Patrick.
have- Is mayonnaise
Yeah,
an instrument?
a lot of mainstream media is starting to get into VTubing too. Like there's a Sonic the Hedgehog VTuber. There's a I don't know if you guys know the TV series from what's it called? Rooster Teeth. Rooster Teeth, Ruby. They have a VTuber for that as well. Opera GX has a VTuber.
That actually makes
Yeah,
sense.
some brands have some.
Is there like a
feature
help desk channel where you show up with you're like, hey, here respects my computer, what's wrong with it? And then some guy
Actually-
troubleshoots
Yes.
it right there.
There's an insurance company that has a VTuber representative.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
Yes.
It was funny that you mentioned the entertainment portion one with like the Sonic the Hedgehog VTuber. That would be the scariest chat to be in. I'm not gonna lie. Some Sonic fans are fucking out
Oh, yeah.
there.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna say
No.
there's a non-zero chance that Chris Chan belongs to that.
The most deranged of chats would be from like
Oh,
a corporate IP person. He's decided to do a VTuber.
Yeah, about that. Hold on a second.
wait, what was that? Because
Like a
I think I had a weird
tsundere.
hiccup.
Like a tsundere
Wendy's.
Wendy's sitting there like,
Oh
why are
God,
you eating
Wendy's.
cheeseburgers whenever you could be having David's bacon double? Like,
Don't ever say David's and bacon double in the same sentence. That just
sorry, Dave's bacon double.
That just sounds
No,
so
he's classing
wrong.
up the joint. I get it.
Classing up the joint.
So I'm gonna post this image in general chat.
Okay, let's take a look at this image.
I'm excited.
They don't know.
They don't
what
have
it-
a model. They don't have a model yet. But Wendy's is using the avatar
Oh
to
God.
stream Genshin.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yes.
So
Well, of course they go
Wow.
with Genshin because that's what gets all the weebs.
Yeah.
Obviously.
oh my god.
But also, so this is a sidebar. But when you were talking there for a second ago, Glenn, you had mentioned a game, and it reminded me of a lovely corner of Twitch that a number of people have forgot about. Do you happen to remember a game called Artifact? It was a 1v1 card game that you get through Steam. It came out like 2018. It was so poorly received by the community that they thought this game is absolute horseshit that it exists, and we are going to troll the developers by streaming literally any other content possible, which of course eventually just devolved into people sharing like IP protected stuff, like movies and TV shows and everything else. And it is now to the point where the game is completely dead. But if you go to the Artifact game page inside of Twitch, currently the number one stream is SpongeBob SquarePants, followed by House, followed by Dale and Tucker Kill Evil,
Nice.
Suits, Star Trek. Like it's just The Office. There's like 20 streams of shows here, and these people, they're on all the time. Their accounts never get banned. Like for whatever reason, Twitch just looks at this as that little corner that we're sweeping under the rug and no one wants to acknowledge.
That's where the special children will be staying.
Yeah, and it's hilarious. It has been this way for years.
God, I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Which
What are your here's a question. What are your thoughts about, I guess, streaming having an impact on, I guess, the modern vernacular that the young people are using nowadays? Yeah, like, so
Yeah, do you find streaming bussin'? Is bussin'
Like,
still
well, I mean,
still in vogue?
no,
Is
but-
it still in?
But
Ironically, yes.
yes, but I mean, saying like how
That's cat.
People whenever they speak to the ephemeral chat in their real lives, like what sort of other influences do you think that streaming has had on the modern main culture?
Well, at work yesterday, I almost caught myself typing in FR in my Teams chat.
For real?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, though, that's how, like, what's the office lingo still? LOL, like,
Yeah, that one's.
pre-imaged emojis, like.
Yeah.
I appreciate that most of the corporate environments these days have shifted to GIF memes.
Oh yeah, it's
Uh,
been nice. It really sucked when we swapped systems because we lost that ability.
Yeah,
It's
much more artistic freedom.
I had a wrestling meme for everything.
Oh my God. I think that we've covered a lot of ground today, and unless you had something else to I guess shine the light on here, what are some final words that you would like the non-streaming community to know about streaming?
It's if somebody can make a living out of streaming, it's not as easy as you think it is. Some people think, oh, they just turn on the camera, go live and start streaming. No, it's you're constantly making content, you're socializing out there, you're editing videos, you're, trying to get connections with people, maybe brand deals, maybe working on your schedule. If you're a leader of like a group of people or something, you're putting in the work. It's not just oh, I'm gonna just stream blah blah blah, and then turn in for the day for like 8 hours or something. There's more legwork you have to put in. You have to worry about like upkeep on your computer and stuff. People don't they're looking for more opportunities. Or if you are streaming full time, maybe some people are also having a second job because streaming doesn't pay the bills full time just yet or something like that. But that's my take on
So
things.
streaming
I like to
streaming
know.
isn't for everyone. Streaming is interesting, but it isn't easy. Is essentially what you're saying.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone can stream, but
Mhm.
I don't know if you can dedicate your time to stream. I feel like it's more
Mhm.
like a hobby than you know, you can make it as a job, but I feel like it's more a hobby.
Right. So I mean, and I guess that goes to different levels of investment too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you get you get out of it what you put into it. Is essentially what it sounds like.
More or less. And it's not just haha, funny. You were funny on stream. It's also about timing.
Yeah.
Um, Sometimes you just have to be lucky. Your
Hmm.
video gets out there at a good time, and a lot of people watch it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the old adage is that comedy is pain plus time, right? And so it makes good sense that if streaming is soft masochism being pain and time being the time that you invest inside of it, then it has to mean then that streaming is comedy in the purest form.
Cringe.
That's awesome. Sorry. It's the pickle beer making me a little philosophical.
That was the only Gen Z term I could come up with.
That was so not bussy.
Yeah, it was pretty sus.
Anyways,
Skibbity toilet.
Oh my god.
Skibbity
Oh,
toilet.
God.
Jesus
Did
Christ.
you guys hear Skivvy Toilet is getting
It's that.
a TV
Yeah.
series?
It is?
By Michael Bay.
Shit.
My
By-
God,
what?
Dynamo.
Fuck you, it's not
What
going
are
to be
you
Michael
talking
Bay.
about?
I'll send it on Twitter. I'll send a tweet.
You need to
Yeah,
put
Michael
that in.
Bay
If
is
Michael
supposed to
Bay is
be-
doing a Skibbity Toilet movie, I swear to God, I will
Yeah.
go see that day one because that will be fucking awesome.
I'm just so many propane fires.
Little-
I'm
It's
loving
gonna be
it.
so good.
If Little Big doesn't do the soundtrack, then it's garbage. I'm just saying. Anyways,
they probably would.
Final thoughts, final questions, gentlemen.
No. Well, I guess I got one. One
Ooh,
final
okay, go
question
for it.
would be: is how, for both of you guys, how long do you guys see yourself doing, the VTuber thing and streaming? Is it something that you see yourself just doing it till the wheels fall off, or more or less of, I'll give it 10 years and move back home?
Yeah, when are you gonna get a real job?
Yeah.
Okay, Dad.
It's not a phase, Dad. Why can't you just accept me for who I am?
We're gonna listen to
I'm a
My
cute
Chemical
little
Romance.
No,
for me,
I understand.
yeah, I like streaming. I like doing it. I don't see myself quitting within the next 5, possibly 10 years unless something major happens to me. I'm not. I'd love for it to be a full-time job, but if it doesn't, I'm fine with that too.
Mhm.
It's beautiful. It really is.
Ray, your concerns?
Yes, I do it as a hobby, and just see where it takes me.
Come what may.
Okay.
Thank you, gentlemen. I really do
Yeah, thanks,
appreciate your
guys.
time. This has been a spectacular, eye-opening experience, and your frank presentation of the peek behind the curtain has been really, really refreshing. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Yeah, Ray, you're so brave. I because I know you had
Let me,
some.
let me
you-
find it. There you go.
Okay, you had some
Reservations.
reservations. Thank you. Some reservations about coming on, and I appreciate that you came anyways. It's really wonderful. Gentlemen, I think that wraps up the podcast. From all of us here over at Nerdverse Odyssey.
Wait
we
a
hope
minute
that you
there,
have-
good
Right.
sir.
What?
You don't end the podcast, bitch. That's my job. And besides, I have some. I have some
Pardon me.
upkeep. I have some podcast upkeep to do. First off, I am an idiot.
Uh-oh.
You didn't record any of this, did you?
No,
Son
I
of a
did
bitch.
record it. However,
Okay.
the
Okay.
last time that Slime was on the show, I made mention to I really liked the soundtrack for Silent Hill. I screwed up
Oh.
the artist's name. It's Akira Yamaoka, not Akio Otsuka. He did the voice of Solid Snake, so I'm an idiot. The other thing I wanted to say is, I don't know if you guys listened to the podcast last week, but the outro, were you cool with that?
Oh, I gotta listen to that. Yeah.
Was that the one that said Nerdverse? Which one? The one with
Nerdverse Odyssey.
the cover
Fuck
art?
yeah.
Nah.
No? Okay, I got another one I'm going to throw in.
I
It
liked
was
it.
okay. It sounded like it was a ripoff of You and me,
America.
baby, are
America.
nothing but animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, I got it from Hunter. That's why I was like trying to.
I mean, he's the one
got
who said it, right?
Yeah, I got a new one for this week. That I think is a little more of
I
a
guess
banger.
we could take a.
So I'm
you
gonna
could
throw
take
it
the
in.
Nerdverse Odyssey. Fuck yeah, then I guess would be better.
No, that's what I went
Something
with.
else?
I went with that. Don't worry. There's a new one coming up.
Can you make it more hip?
No,
Are you gonna play it live?
no, I'm not gonna play
I
it
dare
live.
s-
It'll be at the end.
No.
I'll keep
Well,
you
more
I'm
hip
sure
hop.
you'll hear it immediately after this.
It needs more seasonings.
No. Also, anybody?
It's
This is
fucking
just.
raw.
This is just for me doing a shameless plug. I dropped a dark wave album on the channel, and there's a link to download it all if you want to listen to it. I personally think it's pretty good. On the NVO Records channel, though, I'm going to upload a version of it that you can actually use to create a custom vinyl if you want to get a custom vinyl of it yourself. I'll probably be doing that over the next month or
He's
two.
putting it on wax.
Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah, dude. It's listen. I'm biased, but the songs in there are bangers. And yeah, okay, that's it.
You didn't even write
Listen.
them. You let it. computer
Anyways,
write
okay.
them for you.
Well, thank you all for coming on Nerdverse Odyssey, and dear audience, we wish that you tune in next week whenever Hunter will be sadly absent from us. And
We'll
we
probably
wish
talk
you
about
all-
Deadpool.
Yeah, we'll wish you all a good night and a pleasant morning.
Wait.
Waiting.
Ray,
we-
shout out your
Yeah?
shout out your,
Oh,
your channel.
Yeah. What are your channels? Oh my God, your channels! Yes, the plug it away, please.
Yes.
Plug, Ray, plug.
Oh no, plug it. Okay. First of all, thank you for having me here. To those who wants to see, watch me or know more about me, you can check what's it called again? Twitch. Twitch.
Twitch.tv back.
totally.
Twitch.tv,
hobbyist.
yeah. Twitch, YouTube, or as Refills Ravenswood, or my Twitter is at RefillR. But yes, you can check some stuff there. Yes.
All right.
And I'm sure we can post that inside maybe one of the community notes there, Nico.
Yeah.
So that folks have it.
Mhm.
Yeah, just drop the
Yeah,
links
awesome.
to the channel in the
Boom.
general, and I'll throw them in the
Also-
descriptions.
Yeah. I also have some other things.
Hunter on target.
Yes, I'll just put the link on.
Ray also
The
does
channel.
music.
All right. Cool.
Shut up, no. That's my dark secret.
Yeah.
Ray also does music. I'll send his link.
Noise.
Slime,
I can drop it.
where can we
I
watch
was
your
young.
riveting entertainment?
Twitch.tv/SlimeaDime or at SlimeaDime. I don't have a YouTube yet, but soon.
All right.
Very
perfect.
excited to see.
All right, and last thing, oh Dick Tickler of the sacred NASCAR ring, what is your wisdom this week?
Since your lips are made up of the same material as your
Oh,
asshole,
God damn it.
brush your ass.
And,
Well,
Go
also-
hygiene.
and that is a
Can you also taste
podcast.
from there?
Good night, gentlemen. I wish you all well.
Take it
Get
easy.
the fuck out of here and wash your mouths out. Jesus.
Rico, we need
Drink water.
Drink. There you go. All right, bye everybody.
From that mouth.
Oh
Bye.
God.
Nerdverse Odyssey. Fuck yeah. Nerdverse Odyssey. Fuck yeah. Blast off through the cosmic haze. Synth waves crash like a meteor's rage in a dungeon of a pixel maze. Laser swords and spells ablaze. The bass drops like a critical hit. In a retro arcade we fight. Our avatars pulsing with digital light. guitars in the night sky. Neon dragons, we ride so high. Through the 8-bit galaxies we glide. On a metal tide we collide. Level up, we're on a quest for the ultimate power-up vest. Glow sticks in hand, we cast our spell in the heart of the motherboard's nest. Binary beats, they synchronize with the rhythm of our digital cries. In a world where the geeks have the keys to the kingdom in our mind's eyes. Vaporwave guitars in the night sky. Neon dragons, we ride so high. Through the 8-bit galaxies we glide. On a metal tide we collide. D20 spinning in zero gravity. Caught in the wake of our virtual reality, we break the chains of the mundane scene in a symphony of ones and threes. Wizards, warriors, and cyber elves in a dance of chaos and shelves, where the VHS tapes hold ancient spells and the vinyl records, they tell our tales. The NES moon shines bright and bold, guiding us through the neon scold, where the arcades never grow old and our stories forever unfold. Vaporwave guitars in the night sky. Neon dragons, we ride so high. Through the 8-bit galaxies we glide. On a metal tide we collide. Nerdverse Odyssey. Fuck yeah, our ship sails through the starlit day in a universe of our own design, where the outcasts are here to stay. We're the heroes of our own game, and we'll never be the same. Forever in the nerdy flame, on our vaporwave we proclaim. Vaporwave guitars in the night sky. Neon dragons, we ride so high. Through the 8-bit galaxies we glide. On a metal tide we collide. Nerdverse Odyssey, fuck yeah.